setting the industry's standard. And I leave it with this one. I saw a sign at a food place on the North Coast which stated, "We guarantee to give you fast service, no matter how long it takes." I love that one. I hope you love it too. Brother David, you didn't hear what I said a while ago? I said, I saw a sign at a food place on the North Coast, a fast food place, which stated, "We guarantee to give you fast service, no matter." Love you all. Walk good, my friend.
Praise the Lord and God bless you. This is Archbishop Wayne Jonathan Manning I from Omega Radio. We'd like to inform the listening audience that effective immediately, KLAS Radio is officially Omega Radio now. You are listening to Omega Radio. Tell everybody, the station where Jesus Christ is the star. God on Sports. Sensible. 89 FM, Jamaica. Tell a friend, call a friend, tell everybody.
BMUL Auto Limited, your auto parts store of choice. Your satisfaction is our priority. We sell everything auto except the gas. Visit our stores, 114C Hagley Park Road, Kingston, 24 Caledonia Road, Bandiville, 16 Main Street, Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. Contact us at 876-618-2781. The time by BMUL Auto is 1 p.m.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, greetings and salutations and welcome to another episode of The Sports Desk. My name is Orville.
Yeah, Christopher Zidane Matthews here. Good afternoon to you and good afternoon to the listener.
All right, we are scheduled to have a very special interview as we look forward to the third test against Australia at Savannah Park. We're not going to say who yet because we're working on that connection as we speak. But I've brought my notes today, people. I've brought my notes because there are two types of people who talk sports. You know. There are those who talk with facts and logic and something profound to say. And there are those who just talk because they have a mouth. And I'm going to get into that. But I don't know if I should start getting into that now until we have the interview. What do you suggest?
Yeah, man. We can see if we're going to get the interview on time first.
Make me try with the interview.
Yeah, man.
All right, so that's it. Talk to me, Astara. You may depend upon give me the cue. So we you're not getting the number at all. All right, so we'll continue to do that. All right, so the argument about West Indies spinner continues, people, and there's a school of thought that Orville loves spinners. Now, what Orville loves are facts and logic, cricketing, common sense. Now, I'm gonna give you some facts. In the last 6 years, the West Indies have won 7 test matches away from the West Indies. 7. In 2019, we beat Zimbabwe in Zimbabwe. You know who was the destroyer of Zimbabwe? A brother named Moti. You hear Dwight, the little man Dwight, talk about that all the time. I think he got something like 13 wickets in the game. Now, this is a game with Joseph, them and Gabriel, them and whole of them play. But we'll get into that. We understand that we have our very special guest now. Good afternoon, Mr. Brandon King, sir. You know him? Oh, Lord. What happened? On his way. All right, so we understand. Yes, so now it's given away. We will be talking to Brandon King in a little while. So yeah, the 7 test matches that we have won away from home will beat Zimbabwe in 2019. With Moti taking 13 wickets. Now, this is not like we did play a 4-spinner and some pace did play. Joseph, them and Gabriel, them played in the game. But it's a spinner bowled them down. Okay, so now we have him. Mr. Brandon King, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, man. Good to have you on the sports desk, Orville, here with my co-host Zidane. How you doing? How you feeling about Test cricket on a whole? As somebody who have always expressed a desire to play Test cricket, you've had your taste of it now for 2 games. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, I've always had a desire to play Test cricket. I'm glad that the opportunity has been presented to me. Obviously playing 2 games so far. I'm enjoying the challenge. It's obviously not easy, especially playing against the number 1 team in the world. But I'm enjoying the challenge so far.
You're enjoying the challenges. So my follow-up question before Zidane gets one is, what essentially do you find the difference between batting in Test cricket and batting in the white ball format?
That's a really good question. I would say, to try and summarize it, it's basically doing the right things for a longer period of time. As you know, Test match cricket is over 5 days. And it's much different having to apply yourself. Whether mental focus, obviously your skills, your physical skills come into play as well. But over a longer period of time, it's much more challenging in my opinion. But yeah, it's very, very rewarding at the same time.
All right, many of the fans are looking at the team and thinking that the bowling is doing particularly well, and what has let us down thus far in the series is the batting. What are some of the things that you have talked with the other batsmen about to think you can improve coming into this Test match?
Yeah, looking at it, the bowlers have done extremely well for both teams. You can say that the conditions have been, I would say, more suited towards bowling, so that it has reflected in the results. But just the conversations with the other batters, we just try and learn from the mistakes that we've made. Make some little small improvements. And Jamaica obviously offers a different challenge. It's usually a much more balanced wicket. So we're excited to play here.
Yeah, my other one for you, Brandon King, is a batsman like you who has the temperament to bat long. We have seen that in first-class cricket, but who can also be quite explosive, and we have seen that in white ball cricket as well. Where do you strike the balance when you get to Test cricket? Where do you decide I will go hard or I will try to bat long? How difficult is that decision? Is that process of thought?
Yeah, very, very good question. I think that is probably the most important mental attribute to have is when to recognize, when there's a period of time we out there batting when the bowlers may be on top. They may be, he's really putting the ball exactly where he wants it, and you're not really getting as many runs. You have to just try and battle through that period. So scoring runs is really about recognizing those changes in momentum, if I can put it that way, and trying to have the discipline to fight it out when it's tough, and then you'll get rewarded at some point.
Yeah. Playing in Jamaica, starting Saturday night. First of all, have you ever played? I know we've played one pink ball test in the Caribbean. You wouldn't have played that, but you would have played white ball cricket under lights in the CPL. How much are you looking forward to a pink ball test? Are you a little bit apprehensive about the whole thing, or are you looking forward to it?
No, apprehensive wouldn't be the right word. I'm excited. Obviously, I've played some games, some white ball games for West Indies here at Sabina, and I've had great fun. Obviously, playing in front of your friends and your family is a great feeling, and it gives me a lot of joy. So, that first and foremost is what I'm looking forward to. Mm-hmm. It also been, as you say, a pink ball test, which I think is the first, obviously, in Jamaica to be played. Is just an exciting opportunity, and I'm happy to be a part of it, and I'm very much looking forward to the game, and hoping everybody comes out and supports.
Yeah. In analyzing the first 2 Test matches and the 4 innings, we see where, and you mentioned both teams where the opening spell have been on the bowler side for the most part. Is there anything that you have looked at in terms of film to think where can we improve? So after the first 10, 12 overs, we don't lose 3 or 4 wickets and maybe just 1. Is there anything you look at the film to say what we can adjust and to have to see off these fast bowlers in the first 10 or 12 overs?
Yeah, I mean, as I say, we're constantly looking to improve. Obviously we will have our regular meetings and reviews and see what can be done. It's a big challenge, and we are all looking for ways to get better. The reality is that four of their bowlers are in the top 10 in the world, so we know what's ahead of us. They know that they're going to come consistently with the same kind of quality. So it's for us to come up with our own plans of how to combat that, and we're just looking to improve every game.
Yeah. Brandon, I've seen your bat at the top of the order for the West Indies in the white ball format. I've also seen your bat at the top of the innings in first-class cricket as well. You're now coming in at 4. If you had an absolute choice as to where I know you'll do that for the team, wherever it is asked, being the professional that you are. But if you had to decide by yourself, which would be your preferred number in Test cricket?
To be honest, I'm happy where I am. If given the choice, I think I would pick the same position, it being 4. I'm very happy with that. You get to come into the game at a point where you're not playing the situation basically.
Right. Right.
And that's something I'll pride myself on being able to try and do consistently. So I'm happy where I am.
The pitches in the Caribbean have come under a little criticism from a lot of members of the public that the 2 first pitches in Barbados and Grenada were a little bit too bowler friendly. But the other school of thought is that if we are going to beat Australia, then we can't have roads, as the English call it. It must offer something for the fast bowlers. Which side of the argument are you on? Are the 2 opening pitches a little bit too bowler friendly? Or is it something that the team understands, although we were on the wrong side of the result both times?
Yeah, I think, in any game you want to have some sort of balance. So I think if it is too much towards one side, meaning too much of a bowling friendly wicket or too much of a like as you say a road,
yes.
Too easy for the batters. You don't want that as well. It's not conducive to competitive cricket. And also not good for the fans to watch.
Yeah.
So, you want to strike a balance. Sabina usually has that balance, has a nice 50-50 balance. So I'm hoping that's what happens.
Yeah. All right. I'll leave the final words to you. I understand that already 5,000 tickets have been sold.
Which is good.
So we understand that a lot of people will turn out, Brandon. But I'll leave you with the final words to appeal to fans and family and friends to turn out starting this Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. It's exciting to hear that so many tickets have been sold already, and I hope we sell a lot more leading up to the game. Obviously, the boys were ready to go and ready to fight and try and win this last game. It's a good initiative as well that I think for the ages 16 and under, you can come to the game free. So, that's exciting for us. Everybody can come out and support us, and we'll try and do our best.
All right, Brandon, big up, man. We'll be there to support your boss, and good luck for this one.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Respect, Brandon. So that's Brandon King there.
Yes.
And saying what I'm saying. Hope he has a great test. So I'll go back to my thing, people. We have won 7 test matches outside of the West Indies. 2019, we beat Zimbabwe in Zimbabwe. Moti was the man. Sin? All right. Let me go back from 2019. Afghanistan. I remember how that go. It was Rakim Carnival, we take 10 wickets in the game. Now remember, Roach and Holder played in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But in those conditions, it was spin we used and win the game. Then we went to England for that that COVID test. Mm-hmm. We beat them in the first test when we say if Carnival play, we'd have win better. But clearly it was Pace, Alzari and company. Then we got Bangladesh 2021-22. We won 2 games in Bangladesh. And you know how it goes. It was Warwick and Carnival who were the outstanding bowlers in those 2 games. Remember in them game, the Gabriel and Roach and Joseph then did play. That's Alzari. And then Zimbabwe, that was Moti. Then Australia, that was Shamar. And then Pakistan, that was Warwick. So we have won 5 games away from home we have won 7 games in the last 6 years away from home. 5 of those games, people, were won by our spinners. And these are games in which pace bowlers played. So it's not like, say, we were playing 4 spinners, you know. What it shows people is that given the conditions, the pace bowlers have won only 2 games away from home. Australia and Australia, England and England. Every other game we have won away from home in 6 years are spinning conditions where we play 2 pace and 2 spin, but the spinners out-bowled the pace bowlers. This argument that the pace bowlers do better than the spinners in spin-friendly conditions, that mere Badjo attack is a lie.
Yeah, I heard him this morning.
That's
strange.
just a lie. When we got Zimbabwe people, Moti play, but the pace bowler them play. Moti out bowl them. When we got Bangladesh and win the 2 tests, when Carnwell and Warrican go on with them thing, we played pace bowlers in the game as well. When we went down to Pakistan the other day, I think we only played like 1 pace, but clearly Seals was never going to be as outstanding as Warrican and Moti in those conditions. So, given the conditions, and this argument that you play, that you must go back to your identity, but you must play horses for courses. You don't have to decide.
A contradiction.
That is a contradiction. Remember, Zidane, there are about 5 countries in the world where you can find spin-friendly conditions.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Pakistan, down Sri Lanka, down India,
Bangladesh.
down Bangladesh, and as we saw, down Zimbabwe, down the motor at the 13 wicket. So that's 5 of the countries of the 10 we play Test cricket, you are likely to get spin-friendly conditions. What do you mean play your identity?
Yeah.
When you play half of the Test nations are likely to be spin-friendly conditions, what does playing your identity mean? You can't say play your identity, but play horses for courses. That's a contradiction.
Yes, it is.
And makes no sense. What you do is play horses for courses. You don't need to say play your identity and play horses for courses. So we're playing a Sabina tomorrow. If the pitch conditions suit pace, you play pace. When we did have holding on Marshall and Ghana and Kraft, them they play in any condition.
Everywhere them play.
But as we see with Roach and Holder, them when they go into conditions that are spin friendly, they don't out-bowl our spinners. Wanna stop contradicting yourself. You cannot have play your identity but play horses for courses. That's a contradiction. No make no sense, not logical, and sound fool and dumb. It's either one of the 2. Michael Rowland them play the identity, kind of matter where them go, them all play the same 4 problem. You can't say play horses for courses, but play your identity. A rubbish, contradictory, fool talk that. We're coming back after the break. We got Brandon. We'll have some more of these interviews, by the way, between after. We got.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so let me just say it again. One more time to one fool, illogical kind of dumb stuff. You can't say play your identity, which is pace, and then say you agree to play spinners in spin-friendly conditions. That's a contradiction. And let me say it again. Half the countries in the world, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and we see now in Zimbabwe, based on which part them play, you will get conditions conducive to spin. So if what you are saying is play spinners half the time, then what do you mean by playing your identity? We don't have the luxury of having an identity. Baggio, when Roach and Holder them play upon spin-friendly conditions, they don't outdo the spinners. And if you challenge me, I'll give you the figures. When Seals go down, as great as Seals is, Seals is never going to outbowl Warwick and down a Pakistan with it. This is not going to happen. So our pacers, unlike when Michael Holding them a play and Marshall them a play, and I hear Badger with the full argument. If we can get 4 Michael Holding, we must go back to that. Then Badger, Lord Jesus, if England could get Mikey and Marshall and Roberts and Ghana, all the 4 pace bowlers with them have now would get dropped.
Yeah.
So it's a given that if he could get Marshall and
if Glenn McGrath was available, then Lion wouldn't play another game than the other day.
It is because you don't have those 4 world people why you don't have to balance your attack Badger with your joke reasoning. So Holder and Roach them and Alzari them. When they go into spin conditions, they are not effective, my boss. Or they are not as effective as our frontline spinners. So my argument is not about pace nor spin. My argument, play the people who are performing and play the people based upon conditions. You don't have to say play identity. We don't know identity, we're not that good. Because Roach them and Seals them, well, maybe not Seals, but Roach them and Alzari them and who we used to have before that, Gabriel them not very special when them go away, my boss, unless them get a green top. So them they can't play every test match away from home and left out the spinners, them what we see can do the job in those conditions. Uno bramble, uno lose the argument. We go back online for the first time. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good afternoon, where I am.
Good afternoon. This is the true analyst.
True analyst,
What's
man.
up,
Finally, I've gotten on, man. True analyst.
Boy, I can't tell it hurt my heart. But the first thing I want to start by apologizing to my good friend Zidane.
Yes.
I was out in St. Elizabeth at my farm. I came back to town and I took a little nap.
Oh, Lord.
And I get up and it was 2 o'clock.
Them time everything lock off by 2.
So I have to apologize to Zidane.
Yeah, man.
That's the first thing. And it won't happen again.
Wonderful.
I won't plan anything else to a day like that.
All right. Wonderful.
No.
Yeah.
The second thing I want to say is that, look here, because I've not called it this long time, I have something in my belly button from a long time to tell them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let me say this. The national team has all the talent in the world in it. And the coach has failed to come up with a winning tactical formula for the team. We have a player like Cephas that has international pace. He can play in any team in the world with that pace at him out. And he's picking up the ball every time in the final third. Can I use that pace? I'm asking the coach to give him that full 50 meters. Give him the ball at the half line and make him run at these people. And you're going to get very good results. Make him run like when he was running against the Nigerians and the people in the Unity Cup. And he will continue looking like the world-class player that he is. You're using him wrong and using most of the players that you have on the field wrong. And if you continue to do that, he's going to sabotage the team. He needs to either use the
The
players...
take-up is saying you must speak up a little bit more.
Oh, I apologize. I'm saying he needs to use the players
I was hearing
correctly.
clearly. Yeah. But go ahead.
Or he's going to cause the team to lose, and a lot of these players to use opportunities that they should be getting. No, I'm going to finish with that, and then just bear in mind, Orville.
Yeah.
That I'm a man batting for you for getting OD. So don't vex with me.
All right.
But as long as Jamaica tie itself to West Indies cricket not going anywhere in Jamaica.
What do you mean?
I mean, the fact is, West Indies cricket is a democratic thing with a few... we have the same one vote that Nevis have, with 50,000 people down there. Cricket West Indies doesn't make any sense. The best cricketers will never make it onto the field for the West Indies because Jamaica have too many of them.
Jamaica have too many of what? Too many of the great cricketers?
In the region.
We do?
Yes.
So why we can't win the 4-day competition 10 years now?
Because of how we do the politics of the thing.
Hold on.
Listen.
No, man.
I want to answer it, man.
Is politics why Jamaica now win 4-day for 10 years now? Yes. We was Bramble yesterday and we're Bramble right now. We start.
No, man. Just hold on. If you ask questions, I don't listen with an open mind to see what is the problem, And there's a problem taking place. Every day, I eat lunch at a particular place, the Melbourne Cricket Club. Every day I eat there. And I see the talent passing through before my eyes. Young men playing cricket at a very high level. And then I asked where this guy is next year. Him there at this place I play.
What is the politics though?
Hmm?
When they play for Jamaica, what do they do?
Is these people should be matriculated into the Jamaica team.
And his politics has stopped them?
But it don't make no sense. What they are picking is a set of people who they are telling us are good. Even the man we just talked to a while ago, Brandon King, he's not the best batsman during the period of time. You are the man with the numbers and the stats. Look at other people who are outperforming him.
Who?
And him is the one.
No, man, but you're saying a bag of things and you're not allowing me to zoom you down. You said the reason why Jamaicans not doing better on the West Indies team is because of politics. Me not understand what you mean. Because we've had Jamaicans on the West Indies team.
Selection processes that we go through at the various levels and all the other processes, the best players are playing.
Who are these best players who are not playing for Jamaica?
Well, I don't want to go through a whole list.
No, man, I don't want you to go through no whole.
Look, I just going to use a few. Nikita Miller, for instance.
Then Nikita Miller not play for Jamaica, my boss.
Yes.
No. Listen to the question. Why? Listen to the question, man. Why is Jamaica not doing better in regional cricket? When Nikita Miller was playing, we were the best in the region for 5 years straight. So I want difference up here.
And I'm saying to you.
But here's the question, man. Listen to me now. I'm going to make you move away from the argument.
Yeah, man.
You are saying that we are producing special cricketers in Jamaica. I mean, I say, why is Jamaica unable to win the 4-day competition for 10 years? And you can tell me about Nikita Miller. When Nikita was playing, we were dominating regional cricket. So it's a poor answer that. Why we not dominate 4-day cricket now for the last 10 years? With the great cricketers over here.
A 2-minute run without you shout me down, please. I am a man that watch cricket from Shaggy Tucker days when Jamaica was dominating. Into.
Oh, no, Brambles, man.
Hold on, man. I said, just give me a little 2 minutes to carry into the thing, man. Sometimes, for a man to know this is what is going to happen in the future, you have to analyze the past.
Just words, just both the words. But you're not answer. We don't have time for you giving a history lesson. Why does Jamaica, despite producing great cricketers, can't win 4 days for 10 years?
You're talking about Shaggy. Problem matriculating to the higher levels of the game. And once I get to the Jamaica team, they have a problem matriculating from the Jamaica team to
what do you mean? Who have a problem matriculating to the Jamaica team? I don't understand what you're saying. I do some pretty words me hearing, brother.
I'm saying to you, the best players in Jamaica
are not playing for
challenges getting to the Jamaica team.
Tell me who these players are.
Only for youngsters.
Then tell me who they are, brother. Me can't say you can't come on the radio and say anything.
Can I tell you what I'm gonna do?
Yes.
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start writing down the names. I see them,
No, well, let me tell you something, boss. You not follow local cricket no more than me. One thing I can't take from you.
I'm not going to dispute that.
There is not a case of the best players in Jamaica now play for Jamaica. I mean, you might find a little one man where you wonder who not get a game. But by and large, our best cricketers might play for Jamaica for the last 10 years. You need to stop it, my boss. You bramble when you talk about football with Andre Blake, and you touch cricket and you bramble.
Andre Blake, sure, one thing get a little praise. All you need is a little praise to come and
you need football is not your forte, neither is cricket apparently. Talk tennis when you call back next time.
See? All I'm going to tell you is, Andre Blake, I could have predicted the outcome against Panama before the match started because Blake was having a good run.
Talk tennis. You don't know about Wimbledon and something.
Eh?
Talk some Wimbledon or some NBA when you come back, when you call tomorrow.
No. Listen, one of the things,
that's the best cricketers now play for Jamaica. That's why we know win 4 days, 10 years. I say, who are these cricketers? Him no know.
All right, let me ask you a question.
So, I don't like how the sounds up on the radio. I read this number.
No, that's why you answer me a question, Orville. That's a simple question. You don't find it even remotely strange that when we go to the World Championship, Jamaica is the leading Caribbean country.
The World Championship in which sport?
Track and field.
Then Jamaica not the sprinting capital of the Caribbean, my boss, if not the world.
Yes, man.
So I'm not surprised.
And if it's football, we have the highest FIFA ranking. And if it's tennis, we are at the top of the thing. The only thing probably we're not at the top of is swimming.
And what?
And the whole rich of cricket now, where Barbados are the top thing. And them little places.
No, man. Guyana is winning the 4 day more than anybody else in the last 10 years.
Well, Guyana?
Yeah.
Worse. Guyana don't even have enough people, monkey and things like bush.
All right, we got. Yeah, bramble out the good program, my boss. No, man, I can't shoot you. Tell me say I be a monkey down in Guyana. You know what they call shoot, my boss? Show me your brand, man.
Iguana then. If you're a monkey, iguana.
Look more, man. Yeah, gimmicks out the. Yeah, gimmicks out the thing.
No, but those people don't.
No, man, we can't do this so early, man. True analyst, we can't.
From those people leading the thing.
True analyst, you're rambling. You're not making no sense. You're trying to be funny and it not work. Me not like when you no sounds up on a good program in my back.
Orville, just be careful here.
We gone.
Just be rational.
Yeah, man, I be a monkey and iguana than a guy. That's how rational I am.
Outside the house, but you can't play, so you run guy.
Yeah, man, I be a iguana and monkey than a guy. That's me being rational. Later years.
We'll take a break.
And them something why people don't take radio sports people seriously. You're the man sound, brother. We're not playing our best cricketers in Jamaica. Mr. Name me one. You must have at least one, brother. Before you make them kind of statement upon a good program. Oh no, get over that. Guyana is winning 4-day cricket. No, look on Guyana be a lizard and iguana down there. And then I'm supposed to take you seriously after that. We'll tell you.
Are you ready for something mega?
Spend $6,500 or more before GCT, drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion, April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstrom, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst. Choose concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart, best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Rating Gaming and Lotteries Act.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Brazil manager Carlo Ancelotti has been sentenced to a year in prison by a Spanish court for tax evasion, but will not have to serve the time. The former Chelsea and Everton boss was accused of failing to pay €1 million in tax on his salary during his first spell in charge of Madrid from 2013 to 2015. He will avoid prison, but does have to pay the fine of €386,000. Ancelotti, 66, ended a second spell with Real Madrid at the end of last season and took the Brazil job. Under Spanish law, any sentence under 2 years for a non-violent crime really requires a defendant without previous convictions to serve the jail time. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal! Fosrich Financing.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we go back online. Hello.
Zidane and Orville, how you doing?
Good afternoon, JC, aka David.
The views expressed by JC will not necessarily reflect the standard of the program.
Yeah, man, that's all right. I'm timing myself for 3 minutes.
No,
but
man,
it's interesting. Good interview with Brandon King. You know, one of his early coaches was actually principal, Owen Speed, when he was at Mona Prep. Yeah, Speed was coaching Mona Prep then.
Didn't even know that. Big up, Mr. Speed.
Yeah, he did very well then. And he actually, when he was probably about 9, said that Brandon King is going to be a star. He actually said that to me. Because I used to come over to JC and train. Okay. But, so big up principal for that. Let me tell you where my argument is with this review, and I'm not going to bring it up again until probably I'm vindicated in a month's, year, a couple years' time. So, but this is my view. How many reviews are you allowed, Zidane, for the in-test cricket?
3.
3, okay, I'm not 100% sure. would you think the first review and the possible third review is going to be done with the same amount of tension, or would you think the third one may elicit a little more careful, before you go upstairs? You think it's the same? The first
When you say third, you're meaning that if you do have any left.
Meaning if you get this wrong, you don't have any left. If the review is not up here, you don't have any left.
If you waste the first two, if you think that you'll be a little more cautious with the third one.
Yeah, most
then
definitely.
human nature that
most definitely.
That's what I think too. So Badjo almost got it because he was going into it yesterday, but I'm not talking about anybody going for any single. All I'm saying is that if a bowler bowls and whatever it is, he doesn't get the LB or even doesn't get the caught behind, those are the main two. And they decide, are they going to now call for the review or not? But if they call it wrong, they don't have any more. And the game is delicately poised.
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with the umpire, though.
It does, because I am saying right here. Hold on, just give me, I have still a minute.
Yeah, but David, the point you made earlier, that if you got the first two wrong and you're on the last review, this is now you're just being cautious because you don't want to just waste another one.
Yes,
it's not the umpire.
Exactly, but it's part and parcel of the decision.
No, whether the umpire signal or not, they're going to be cautious with the final review if it's the last one.
Exactly, but
so I'm saying it has nothing to do with the umpire's signal.
Well, it does, because this is what I'm saying. You and Orville are taking the view that no matter what the umpire says, you are going to review because you don't.
No, because you review when you think the umpire got it wrong.
Our Father,
yes,
but
so whether I'm whether him signal or not, you believe him got it wrong, because even if no signal,
you might not be sure that.
No, but David, no matter when there's a reason why the umpire said no, David, there's a reason why the umpire said no in the first place. Even if he signal to you, you know that there was a reason why him think it go down leg, or him think there's an edge, and you're going to look and say, if I disagree, then I'm going to review. Him don't need to signal because you know already that him disagree with you that it out. That's why I'm saying not out. You don't need to worry about him signaling down the leg or whatever, my boss. You don't care about that.
All right. Now, if I still have a minute and a half because you're still talking on my time. What I'm trying to explain is that one, you are not always 100% sure that you should review it.
That's why they come together and make a decision on their own.
All right. But you and Orville keep saying that you are going to do it because the umpire is wrong. Of course, you will do it if the umpire.
No, because you believe.
You
believe he's wrong.
The umpire is wrong.
Yes.
Right. Now, if it is divided among the group,
the captain makes the call. The captain and the
captain. Yeah, the captain. As you know, it's not always a captain these days. But
no, man, the captain makes the call. The captain makes the call every single time about the review, but the captain will consult people who thinks is in a better position.
And the captain is not. But batsmen call it without the captain.
No, man, that's different when you are bat.
Different,
now.
good.
But when you're on the field, the captain review.
All right.
What's the point?
You have games where it's not the captain. The bowler just automatically.
No, David, man.
All right, leave that.
David.
Let's leave that.
David.
Leave it out.
Because you are saying there have been exceptions. That's a
no, David, when I work with no exception. The fielding team turns to the captain to review.
That is what should happen.
That is what happened almost all the while, David, man. So someone makes sense when I time now.
Yeah, all I'm saying is this. When the umpire makes a decision and indicates why he's saying it's not out, that is what I'm saying has to stop. So if the umpire is saying not out, that's it. Leave it at that. But if he's explaining why he has given that not out, like he points his finger down leg or demonstrates too high, that is what I'm saying can be discussed in the huddle.
All right,
and once you are discussing that in the huddle,
let me tell you something, David.
Changing the whole scenario.
David, let me tell you something that you don't know.
Yeah.
Every time the fielders appeal and the umpire doesn't give the batsman out, the fielders have a very good idea
of why he said no. Yeah.
If it is because the ball bounced high and the umpire shake him head, they know that, boy, I must make him not go out this, Or If the man flick after a ball and it lick the pad and go down a fine leg, and the umpire shake him head, not out, they know that I miss. Him think it a miss leg stump, you know. The umpire doesn't have to indicate why, you know. We know why you not think this out, you know, umpire.
Yes, but
so him not have to tell we say that him not have to tell we say him think this high, or him think this a go down leg, or him think the man he made 2 sound, and him a go with the facts. Him think there was an inside edge.
Yeah, well,
if you play cricket, you know why the umpire is not giving it up.
Yeah, no, I am.
But clearly you never play cricket.
I never played cricket.
No, clearly not. Or you're not very perceptive at it.
Well, Orville, I played at a higher level than you. That's what I was.
I don't know what my boss.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, man. I've played at a higher level.
I won't even say that because I've heard people who play at higher level than me when I understand it.
Right.
But clearly you don't understand the thing, my boss.
Okay. You have a coach, Orville?
Yes.
All right. Well, I coached for 10 years. How long you coach for? 3 years?
No, not so long. But how well did the teams do that you coach?
Won the championship once, got to the final 3 times, beaten always by a better.
Maybe you coach it better than you talk.
Yeah, man.
yeah. It's really that people don't want to listen.
Okay.
Because I am not, you have said nothing wrong, Orville, neither Zidane, except one thing. You are not always 100% sure in a huddle. And
we never said nobody is sure, my boss. Yeah, I'm saying that you have a strong belief that the umpire got it wrong.
Yes.
I don't know in a Genesis or
yes, but the minute the umpire says why, it might be 2 reasons. It might be too high, it might be going down leg, it might even be 2 sounds. Now, you as a huddling team know that maybe so. But once the umpire says what it is, to me, that can sway the decision not to go upstairs.
I disagree.
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind disagreeing. I'm not taking time. Roger, no, that's fine.
All right, cool. David, big up.
I don't understand what David has said. I really don't. Umpire say, me think him get an edge. Even if him say it, him not indicate, because him can do him finger, so same thing it sneak. It get an inside edge. If me not think you get no inside edge, me I go review.
Yeah.
Umpire signal with him hand, same thing that high. And me not think it high.
Yeah.
Me I go review. You no matter what the umpire say. I become disagree with you when I'm reviewing, as you keep saying.
Yes, I'm David not understand that.
Anyway. We go back on.
Yeah, man, back online. Hello.
Yo, big up on yourself, gentlemen.
Big up, preacher.
Yeah, man. Hey, the show and start off too good today, you know, with them. Well, at least with the callers.
Oh God.
The interview with Brandon was decent. I think you should have asked him about his performance in the slips.
Oh, when my drop catches.
Yeah.
Never want to do that.
Yeah.
You don't want to pressure him.
No, I don't want to pressure him. No.
All right. But no, sir. I mean, through analysts and Dave. Man, I bet the man them did make Mount Salem get the first call today.
Yeah.
Mount Salem level not so great, but it's better than them.
No, sir. It's true, man. Yeah, you're right.
All right, I'm saying, look at the cricket thing. I mean, I've been listening to the discussion in different spaces. See? Couple things. One, the people them where I say, boy, you know, a great bowling, I go make way great again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Currently, West Indies have about 3 or 4 man who are in the top 40 in the rankings. I see the last set of rankings come out in June.
Yes.
We have about 3 or 4 man in the top 40. None in the top 10. I think Seals just outside of the top 10. Mm-hmm. Right? You have Shamar Joseph, who they in there. Warwick and they in there, but he now playing. He hasn't been used. And Roach they in there, but Roach obviously now play.
Mm-hmm.
Now my thing is, when you look on the batting side, you can't find one West Indian in the top 40 in the test rankings. You know,
not one.
Not one, you know. See? And then when you look at the games now, it's clear say we have a serious batting problem.
Yeah, man.
We can't bat for save a life. And if we ever find ourselves, which we have, found ourselves in our position where we are trying bat to win a match, we can just walk away and know that once the team give about 250 for lick off, you know.
Yeah, man. Once you see the score anywhere close to 250.
Yeah, man. We know the West Indies not on a chance. Is it? Yeah. So, the man with the second highest average in the series so far, with the bowler, you know.
That's
Alzari or Shamar, one of them.
Shamar Joseph.
Shamar Joseph. Wow.
Yeah. Second highest average.
Behind the same Brandon over the start.
Behind Brandon.
Yeah.
And we are talking about great. We need exceptional bowling. You them a bowl out them life.
Yeah, man.
The youth them a bowl at a level where if every time we play a test match, at them kind of bowling that we get, we're always in at the match.
Yeah. I'm looking at the latest. I'm looking at the very latest ranking now. Seals has slipped to number 9.
And that is not a fault of his.
Yeah. No, when Mr. Slip,
he has gone up.
Him improved into the
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he's now into the top 10.
He's now into the top 10. That's what
all right.
So he's number 9. Yeah.
Excellent. See, the youth them a bowl out them life, brethren. So we have to understand, winning cricket comes down to the two main disciplines. Well, the 3 disciplines, fielding, of course, but we can use metrics to measure batting and bowling, right? Yeah, and the batsmen not doing what them need to do. When you look on the Australian side of things, even when them struggle for make runs, you will know it's a second innings.
Yep.
Second innings, them are got improve on them first innings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Performance.
Yes.
So we look with Steve Smith feel like a bit in the first innings and the man come knock it down and scratch.
Yeah, man, them are got scratch and gear something. Them are gear something or give themselves a fighting chance.
Yes, indeed.
To bowl you out.
Hold 1 sec, preacher. Let's set the break and get here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you ready for something mega?
Spend $6,500 or more before GCT, drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion, April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstone, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst Juice Concentrate. Only at Megamart, locations island-wide. Megamart, best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, preacher.
Yeah, man. Move on from the cricket.
No, man, hold on, man. Because you touch a point where people are got dead like anti-foul them to me. So I'm looking at the top 100 bowlers according to who the ICC. I know I've against Rananga Westmoreland, I said this. So we know Bumrah top, Rabada, Cummins, Hazelwood, and thing. Number 9, according to the ICC, is Jaden Seals. The next best West Indian bowler is Kemar Roach, who not now played a series and maybe has come to the end of his career. He's 16th. The next best West Indian bowler is a fellow called Jamel Warrican, who is ranked at 29th in the world. Alzari is behind him. Shamar is behind him, although close enough. While Jamel is 28, Shamar is 29, Alzari is 31. So in the eyes of the ICC, what Jamel Warrican has done since he started playing Test cricket ranks him higher than both Alzari and Shamar. And I miss some people at the ICC says so, but we have some people in the island here. We say no matter what, we must play Alzari then. Not go so. Or they will make the English error of saying, play your identity, but yes, play horses for courses. Yeah, but you're not going to go so.
All right, the first thing is you have to have an identity. I don't know that in the last 20, 24, 25 years, the West Indies has established an identity.
No. They want us to go back to the identity that we once
had. Us to do it revert to a time when we had exceptional
Talent.
bowlers
But what is fool about that
dominated in any condition?
In any condition.
Because of how exceptional they were.
But that,
in a context where the other countries, the level of batting that the other countries had was not as good, arguably speaking, as the batting that exists probably in some of those teams today.
Yeah, but here is the contrast in what I'm saying, Preacher. They are saying, go back to our pace bowling identity. But when you're playing in the subcontinent, play spinners. Now, spinning conditions is half the conditions in the world, you know. So you can't at the same time say, go back to your four-prong, but when you're in spin-friendly conditions, you play two spinners. You have to make up our identity when holding them to that play was always pace, brother. Until then, you Raja up a curse for about 10, a few
This
years.
is where I come down on it. I think there is value. There is value in trying to unearth some really good fast bowling in the region. Because I think as a strength, it is almost like it's easier to find fast bowling talent in the region than it is to find spin bowling talent in the region. For every one spin bowler that is really good, you're probably going to find 4 to 5 fast bowlers that would be really good, right?
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, you know.
Well, the numbers are there.
No, what we have is the pace bowlers given more extended opportunities.
And partly they get more opportunities because there is a bias, I agree with you. But part of the reason why they get more opportunities is because you have more of them to choose from too. Right?
Let me give you an example, my boss. Jamaica won regional cricket 5 years straight. Nikita Miller and Odin Brown bowling everybody. For 5 years straight, we are the top team in the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. And for 5 years straight, none of them can play Test cricket. The two bowlers who are bowling, because we talk about winning, you know, what do you do in our winning effort? Mm-hmm. Jamaica won regional cricket for 5 years straight. And our two main bowlers were two spinners, Odin Brown, Nikita Miller. Within that 5 years, none of them play one Test match. What do you think would have happened, Preacher, if the team we are winning regional cricket 5 years straight had two pace bowlers where bowl out everybody 5 years straight?
You would have gotten the opportunity. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. But I still think Odin Brown and Nikita Miller and them the next spinner who probably people were arguing for, Big Bimbo, who else?
Rakim Khan.
Jimbo.
Yeah,
Jimbo Mata.
Jimbo. Right. You probably can count about 10 spinners who you would reasonably say, boy, make them get a look at. But you can probably count about 30. We have gone through about 30 to 40 pace bowlers who, on their own merit, might have deserved a look at. So I agree with you that there's a bias. But there's also the reality that you're going to have much more pace bowlers to choose from in the region than spin bowling. And there is a point to be made about unearthing those talents while at the same time being fair to spinners who clearly have proven their worth at the regional level, because I guess you're going to pick them from, and give them a fair opportunity.
That's all, man.
When you look at the Australian reality, Australia has a pace attack, but they never leave out a true tested spinner out of the team.
None at all.
They always have one.
Nathan
and sometimes they end up using two.
Once them go in spin-friendly conditions, they might use more than one, you know. So this thing about Australia have an identity. Australia's identity is, you know, the reason why Australia always going to play three pace, or more often than not, Australia play more of them Test cricket in Australia than anywhere else.
And on those pitches that are
and the pitches in Australia, and because Australia, England is the way you call it now, the marquee series in a cricket.
Yeah.
The Ashes. Australia go and play England more often than them going to play Bangladesh, and them going to play Sri Lanka, and them going to play Afghanistan. You know? So what it appears to be Australia's identity is purely Australia doing the sensible thing of picking the bowlers for the condition in which they play most often. If Australia did not go down to Sri Lanka and Bangladesh and Afghanistan more often, Australia doesn't play more spinners more often in the bars.
No, well, you see, saying, I don't know that saying playing your identity means that you're supposed to go everywhere with four pace bowlers.
Well, it's not your identity then. I am saying, if every time Australia goes into spin-friendly conditions, they pick 2 and 3 spinners, what is their identity in those? And remember, I know like them, once Australia see a pitch that will spin, And them going to see it down India, them going to see it down Bangladesh, them going to see it at Sri Lanka. And because them not going on them.
They're going with two.
They're going with two spinners. So what is their identity?
They're going with two.
So unless you're telling me that Australia has one identity in hard wicket conditions and another identity in spin-friendly conditions. You know who had an identity, my boss, of pace? West Indies.
West Indies of the 19th.
Because West Indies, anywhere they go, them go and pick 4 pace. Australia is showing you that once they go to spin-friendly conditions,
they're flexible.
They are flexible. So to say that Australia has a fast bowling identity is not correct.
Yeah. Flexibility probably is the order of modern day test cricket.
Thank you very much.
All right. Zidane, quickly, come here for run. Mason Greenwood supposed to be wearing the Jamaican colours.
Well, I saw a tweet saying, yeah.
So it's the first time in probably I put on a Jamaican shirt. It's for a World Cup qualifier. Because I don't think we have anything before the World Cup qualifier.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Part of the problem with the Jamaican team we lack coherence. We lack coherence and fluidity. And even though Mason Greenwood is a very good footballer, we throw him in this team with chaos and lack of coherence. And the man might look like a bug out there. Would I love to see him?
No, he's not going to look the same because we're on the midfield, but he's going to do it well. But you're right. He's not going. We don't expect him to be at his full capacity because we don't really have any midfield to provide consistently good balls and good eras for him.
Right. Oh, may I watch it? It's a welcome news that he's actually signed and sealed. So look forward to see it. Big up on yourself, gentlemen.
I preach, cool. Anyway, I was saying, this thing about Australia identity, people, not Augusta. Australia very flexible. So you can say pace bowling is my identity, but every time it's a spin-friendly condition, I 2 spin I play. The only reason why Australia play the 3 pace more often than them play 2 spin is because them play more often in pace-friendly conditions. Because them are going to play at home. When them go to England, we know that though. And them are going to play England more often than them are going to play Zimbabwe and Bangladesh. Because that's just a test cricket setup now. And even if them do play Bangladesh, at 2 tests them are going to play. Them are going to play 5 against Australia, against England. When them play India in Australia, 5 or 4. So that is why Australia appear to be playing pace more than spin more often. You get the point I'm making? Once they go into spin-friendly conditions, that identity no longer exists. Australia will do the flexible thing. 2 spinners go and play in spin conditions. So the argument that pace is Australia's identity is wrong, stupid, fool, and done. Good, sir. Next card.
Hello.
Yes, sir. My time.
Good afternoon, Gavin.
15 minutes of garbage from the teacher's pet.
Stay quiet.
Garbage.
Stay quiet.
Absolute garbage, preacher. So why is preacher telling us that you need batting, bowling, and fielding to win? What does that mean?
Because there was once an argument that bowling is more important to winning games than batting.
All right. But here the difference with me and you know, Orville Higgins. I'm preacher. I don't use supposition or conjunction or opinion. You know what I do, Orville?
What?
I go back and look at over 130 years of data from Test cricket history.
Yeah.
Right? And I have never seen a team be the number 1 Test cricket team in the world where their batting was better than their bowling. No. Let's speak about what's going on now.
Have you ever seen a team that is number 1 in the world without a very strong batting lineup?
Of course.
That has never happened.
Of course. Listen.
You tell me a team that dominated cricket without a strong batting lineup.
Hold on. No. Hey, Zidane, this is the guy that says he use averages to judge players, right?
Yes, so tell me the batting.
Bring it to you already, you know. Bring the numbers here that you were so embarrassed, you know.
I was.
That you tried to cut me off of the radio, you know. I told you that between the time the West Indies never lost a test series from 1979 to 1991, this idea that we had a great batting lineup is a farce because we had one player.
Man, I rubbish straight rubbish up on the radio, but we never had a great batting
lineup. Can I get the facts out, Zidane? Who
was the best? Who was arguably the best?
Jesus Christ.
No, man, may I ask you? Who was arguably
hold on, you asked
who was arguably the best opening period of cricket in that time then?
Zidane, the man asked me a question if I have ever seen a team that dominated Test cricket without having the very best batting
I never said I never said that.
What you said? What you said?
I said, tell me a team that dominated Test cricket without a very strong batting lineup.
No. No, you're trying to be slick.
No, man, that's what he said.
Me assure you said the West Indies bowling, the best Test cricket team ever, Orville. The bowling was almost twice. Was way.
And I'm not debating. I'm not debating that.
And how do I know that Orville?
No, but me agree with you. Hey, me agree with you. The West Indies bowling of the 80s was stronger than its batting. That's not the debate.
Not stronger, way stronger.
But that
West
Indies batting lineup was among the best in the world.
All right. Now let's go to the present day. Who is the best Test cricket team now? Hold on. Who is the best Test cricket team now, Mr. Higgins? Who is ranked number one? The rankings where you just cut you off. Australia. Yeah. Good. Now listen to this, Zidane. How many batsmen on that Australian team are ranked in the top 20?
Australia got to number one based on what they have been doing for.
Boss.
Hold on, man. My time.
When you talk about Warwick and little while, they never drafted that, you know.
Hold on, man. I'm going to embarrass you with facts and logic. If you just give yourself a chance.
Brother, you're sample.
Hold on. We're coming back.
Are you ready for something mega?
Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstrom, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst. Choose Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart. Best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No one has it, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
So refreshing. What's so refreshing, Sonia? The water is refreshing. Try it now. Where you get that from? Not clean manufacturing water. So refreshing. Me like it. Clean water. Located at 20 Syndham Commercial, Old Harbour, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone number 876-335-0448 or 876-648-7192 or email cleanconcept@gmail.com.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yes, Garvey. First of all, you must talk facts though. I can understand you're entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts. You said that Australia has 4 people in the top 10 in bowling, but none in batting. That's not true, my boss.
No, I never said they had none in batting. Don't lie on me. They have 2 in batting.
Oh, they have 2 in batting.
I never said they had none.
Okay.
They have 4 bowlers and 2 batsmen. Don't lie on me, sir.
But I'm saying to you, my boss, you can't dominate Test cricket without a strong batting lineup.
That shows you that to be number one, Australia has a... Okay, stay right there, Mr. Higgins.
Right.
Let's talk about the number one team in the world presently. Would you agree
that their
the
bowling
Australian
is
bowling is way stronger than their batting as currently?
Yes.
Good. Now, against the number one team in the world, the West Indies with putrid batting, according to Mr. Higgins, without their umpire robbing them in a test match, could have had this series number one. You know what that says to me, Mr. Higgins?
Big man, West Indies have not won a test against us. We won 1 test match against Australia in about 20 odd years. Don't use no anomaly. And even if we did win this. No, man, but that's made the point, man. West Indies don't have the batting to compete.
No, man, I know I'm not the teacher of spit. Me understand. I'm not preacher. I'm not the teacher of spit, so you want to cut me off and
Jesus, man, but if you give Australia the 4 bowlers what we have right now.
Australia, Mr. Higgins. The last 4 times we played Australia, twice there, twice here. It was a 1-all in Australia, right? It was 1-all in Australia, right?
If you give West Indies the 4 bowlers what Australia have, and we still have the same batting number 1 to 7, what do you think of that?
Hey, Hold on, boss. Can I get the facts out? Australia won 2 games without surpassing 300 runs. Would you say their batting was great?
Them batting was greater than ours, my boss.
So Zidane.
But let me,
hold
on, Garvey, man.
Hold on, ask a question. A team bats 4 times in Test cricket and fails to reach 300 runs 4 consecutive times. That is great batting.
No, but to balance the thing, though, what if West Indies?
So what do you think was more responsible for Australia winning the series?
Yeah, but hold on, Garvey.
Their batting or their bowling?
But let's do the analysis.
Ask you.
Yeah, but let's do the analysis, though, Garvey. Real analysis now. What if West Indies had the same bowlers, but had much better batting? What do you think would happen?
You got the supposition.
That you do
work with what we know.
But it's supposed to no. You said that.
You don't
suppose
answer my question,
but I suppose you're supposed.
So why you don't want to answer my question? Which do you think was more responsible for Australia winning a establishing the two-love series?
The batting.
Their batting or their bowling?
Their batting.
Okay, all right, sir. Let me talk some baseball for 1 minute and go. Let me talk some
The
baseball.
main reason why Australia win is because them outbat the West Indies.
Get off it.
But you admit that the bowlers, you admit that the bowling, you admit that the bowlers were pretty close in terms of what the Australian bowlers were doing.
No, man, that's
so the difference in the series.
Hold on, Zidane. We have 2 great bowlers.
The difference in the series came down to the batting.
You win.
The difference. No, admit it, man. Admit it, man. It's not a winning thing. Admit it. The difference in the series came down to Australia's batting.
Lord Jesus Christ. Can I get my baseball little thing out, sir?
You lose the argument. Go on.
Yeah, man. I lose every argument on the show. Let me just say one thing, though, Mr. Higgins. I have heard several people on this show use these words to describe me. Unhinged, crazy, arrogant, madman, right? Now let's rewind 100 years ago. Marcus Garvey was sitting in a prison cell in Atlanta, 1925. These are the same exact words people used to describe him. So you see, if I will wear those descriptions as a
No,
quickly, the baseball thing. Aaron Judge. Yeah, but you just give Pet 15 minutes, you know. So you go still. Aaron Judge.
How much you got now?
Hit another home run yesterday, right? I came on this program before and I said this guy will go down as the best home run hitter of all time. He presently has the second home run to at-bat ratio of all time. He's on pace for his 4th 50 home run season this year in only 9 years, which would match the record of all time. His 60 home run pace that he's on would give him a chance to establish his second 60 home run season in only 8 seasons play. Aaron Judge, in my opinion, the best long ball hitter of all time. You get another helper. You never beat me in cricket, Mr. Higgins. Every time I take you on in cricket, I smash you. Have a good day.
All right, Garvey, big up. People, you can't dominate cricket if you're batting not strong.
But Garvey asked me a question and he couldn't kill him. Yeah. The reason why Australia won is because of the batting.
Because the bowling basically cancelled
each other. Yeah.
The reason why West Indies dominated in the 80s, my boss. If Garvey is saying, was the bowling more dominant than the batting? That's a different argument, you know. I'm prepared to agree with him on that. But were we a very dominant batting team, arguably the best in the world? Greenwich and Higgins, easily among the best opening combinations of all time. Viv Richards coming at 3, the best batsman in the world for much of that time. So from 1 to 3, we were as good as anything in the world. Clive Lloyd and Richard Richardson were both averaging 40s in the middle, 4 and 5. And Jeffrey Dujan at number 7 was among the best wicketkeeper batsmen in the world in that time. So which part about that batting lineup wasn't very dominant? Garvey Bram Blazard. Anyway, we can play the music. Brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Who Dream in Color. And this one is from Garnet Silk. It's called Bless Me. Among the best. Let it go there, my boss.
I answer to your cry. Yeah. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, so that they can curse me. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, yeah. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, so that they can curse me. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me. Ooh, I'm in the midst of strangers, oh Lord, strangers without love and mercy, strangers without dignity, strangers who don't want to live in harmony. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, so that they can curse me. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, so that they can curse me. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, yeah. Father, they have dug their pit and are waiting to see me fall in it. Yes, they've got great power, so without your help, I know I suffer. Hear me while I call on you and help me to conquer. Only you are fair. Be with me everywhere. They're trying to see me fall, but with your Jah I stand tall. Ooh, yeah. Bless me, oh Jah, bless me. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, so that they can curse me. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, yeah. Why should a man choose to live his life this way, yeah? All you wanna do is fuss and fight every day. Each day you get up, you fuss and quarrel, oh Lord. Dumping your brothers in deep waters and barrels. Sisters informing in sisters. Sons murdering mothers. Fathers hate to see the very sight of their own children. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, so that they can curse me. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, yeah. Ooh-wee. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, so that they can curse me. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me, yeah. Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me. I'm in the midst of strangers, oh Lord, strangers without love and mercy.
All right, so that's Ghana said. Bless me. First selection.
You have to say the legendary Ghana.
The legendary Ghana. All right.
So we go back to anybody there. Hello.
Mirror on the wall.
Yeah, man.
Who's the greatest of them all?
Yes,
the sports
man.
desk.
Talk, man. That's what I love when liquor something.
The sports desk, man.
I love when I talk up in a liquor something. Cause at least you're not afraid of cat and nine, you know?
Hey, me hear the man them take the thing for joke. When I say, let's put the man them name in our bag and us anyone come out. You take the man them thing for joke and
even those spinners have won 5 of the last 7 away games.
You have to take it as serious as you take the test the swing bowlers, man.
Christ.
All right, watch on.
It's a crucial part of how you win test cricket in the modern era.
Messiah Liquor Samson, watch the cat and I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because remember yesterday I spoke about my friend Constant in Steertown not here in the station.
Yes.
Well, boy, he called me about after 11 today or after 12 and tell me, say, everything live and direct, you know?
Wonderful, nice.
Yeah, man, so at least people are listening to the cat and I. You understand?
Yes.
Because he's building the challenge too, you know, but as I say, him do a little homecoming. Because him normally live in Charkill, but he's in Steertown now.
Yeah.
I'm a Steertown bred, you know, but I'm now living in Miami Bay.
Okay.
So I express condolence to his family for the loss of his sister and his brother. So both of them will be buried on Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, so as an ardent listener to your show, you just say me I take the little time out for you. Say that. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
All right, now. Why Orville, me don't know why when the guys... Orville, why the people them don't just listen to you and stop go around the thing, man?
Because I talk about the facts are, my boss, and them just
Orville,
emotional and done to the
when
discussion.
You believe so when Clive lad in his prime, or when West Indies was in the A-Day, Clive Lloyd was going to pick any spin up. Clive Lloyd now go pick him in 4 prong.
Yeah, man. Him
And
Raja
him
Harper.
trust these guys to perform and
Here,
any pitch,
hold
you
on.
know.
Make us throw in the facts, though. There was a fella called Roger Harper that Clive Lloyd did pick from time to time.
No, me understand that.
But as by and large, Clive Lloyd was going to pick him pacers no matter what the condition.
No matter what the
So
condition,
that
he's
was
going to pick him 4
that
prong.
was Clive Lloyd's identity.
Exactly.
I'm saying the Australians now, though, once they feel that the thing going spin, they are not picking 3 pace.
Worse if they can find quality spinners.
They will find somebody for partner the Lion. That's the point I'm making.
Yes, man. No,
So
certain things
Australians'
that have-
identity is horses for courses.
Exactly.
It's just that them play upon more hard wicket condition than spinning conditions. So if you are not smart, if you are not intellectual, you will think that them is all about pace. But it's because them playing more pace conditions than spin-friendly conditions. Because every time them go in spin-friendly conditions, one piece get dropped and Lion gets somebody else. And there are times when
I
a
try to
three
get Little Samson in the mix.
nothing hard to understand about that, my boss.
Little Samson just flick back the thing, he coin for Marcus Garvey a while ago and him look
Yeah,
small.
man. The reason why Australia win the game at the batting, man. The
That
batting
is what
is
was-
separating.
That made the difference, man.
If our batsmen did stand up in their second innings, it would have been an easy, a more level of playing.
There you go.
We just don't have the batsmen with guts.
There you go. Right.
You
in the-
understand what I say, Orville?
Yeah.
And by the way, Orville, I hear one of your callers mention this thing, you know, our second most averaging, batting average in this 2 match that gone already. One to come. Is a bowler, you know.
Yes.
So what you think about the idea, say, Orville, if I pick you for bowl if I pick you to bat and is a bowler come make run, then you know cut your pay and give the bowler some more money.
No, man, what have we done something, man? We have
No,
to keep-
but Orville, but then how we gonna get the money if you know say when we pick you for bat you stand up
The
and
man them a try, man. You think when Alzari them step at the crease when the ball 70 over a wall are the same thing as when Brandon King them about. You have to understand conditions in them about. For the 2 things where you have to understand, Mama B. There's a difference between batting Cummings with a brand new ball.
True.
Than batting Cummings with the ball 52
Yeah,
overs.
and I hear you talk about this thing, you know. If
All
we
the
can
thing.
stand up and wear these guys
So
down.
but that's one thing. There's another thing about batting pressure. Alzari them now bat with no pressure, you know.
True.
Alzari can step on the pitch and just
Yeah,
wipe,
that
you
is-
know.
That is true.
Because Alzari knows if he make 5 ducks in a row, that not determine him game.
Exactly.
So
you know.
Alzari and Shamar them batting pressure free.
True.
It's a different thing when Brandon and Casey Carter stepping over them
because
nose and that.
their pick on
If
this
me
side
chinks
is
now-
at risk.
But these people where argue don't know it. Big man, me used to be an open bat. And why you used to burn me, you know? Me stand up and scratch out a 30, take an hour to do it. And I youth and Joseph just come and just wipe and make 40 and then laugh off of me.
Because you have already taken the shine off the ball.
2 reasons. And Mr. Joe, them not pick you for bat, you know. So you can just come out there and laugh and swipe, you know, and if it connect, it connect. I wish I could bat with that lack of pressure upon me. So now watch, if you put Alzari for bat at 3, what you think of that?
Different thing,
Nobody look upon them like a tail end of swiping runs. And I like them do they and carve out a 35 in 100 balls and I said, boy, I'm stand up. Them go there and then swipe off a 2 ball when it's 50 at over all. Bully for you, but not make it. Don't be misled by
so,
it.
well, I know, so me say, when all is said and done,
Yeah.
your level of discussing cricket or any other sport is just above most people.
Simple, my boss. And when them can come at me, when them can reason at my level,
them, still not going well.
no, but when them run to Zidane not gonna talk what the thing most rational.
Well, hey, me I tell you, man, you know the 2 best in our
Like this foolishness now where we must pick the spinners in spin friendly conditions, but we must pick the identity. You can't say the 2 things in at the same time. About.
Yeah, I talk. Yeah, it's like you have your cake and I eat
You
it,
can't say
something like that.
pick spinners when the condition you for spin, but go back to your identity of pace.
That was never what we used to do. Yeah.
Well,
the identity of pace everywhere.
For the cat 9 or 1 more minute.
Yeah, give me next minute.
Right, that man. We talk again.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, man, big up.
Yeah, big up on yourself. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, we'll take a break. We're coming back.
JSC Group, Jamaica Stock Exchange, Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, and JCSD Trustee Services, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market for over 45 years. The time by the Jamaica Stock Exchange Group is 2:15.
18 minutes after 2.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Book and Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
Tracy, who you go give on now?
You're too fast. Hey, me I got Jotex now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them.
Me can get some?
No, go buy your own. Hey.
Jotex Bakery. Visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery. So nice, so right.
Conditions apply.
Jamaica, your favorite gospel show on television, the Jamaica Gospel Star, is now on TVJ. God's people on the move. Tune in for powerful performances to lift your spirit and move your soul. 10 finalists, 4 elimination rounds. When the dust settles, only one will be left standing as the 2025 Jamaica Gospel Star. Sundays, 8 p.m. on TVJ, starting July 6th. Powered by Sagicor, building trust one generation at a time.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Let me reiterate. West Indies have won 7 games away from home in the last 6 years. 5 of those 7 games, it was the spinners that won the game, that won those 5 games. And in those games that the spinners won for us, we played pacers. We never played 4 spinner yet. But in spin-friendly conditions, our spinners were more effective than our fast bowlers.
Yeah.
You get the point?
The problem I'm having is the dishonesty in the thing now. So when the seamers do extremely well, we hear badges say, oh, you see me tell you no?
Right.
When the spinners do well, it just goes quiet.
There you go. And I'm saying we have 1 more games away from home in the last 6 years with spinners than pace. So once I left the Caribbean, you know, unless I got England or Australia. But remember, the spin conditions is the other half of the world. Bramble Baggio, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, as we sit down as Zimbabwe. So once you leave the Caribbean, my boss, this identity 4-prong not going to work. We don't have that quality. But if you can go back to Michael Holding and Marshall and Ghana, God know if we could have get, if England right now could get Holding, Marshall, Ghana, and Andy Roberts, I would have picked the 4. Right now, which team wouldn't pick those? But it is precisely Bramble Baggio and your idiot friend who don't, because we don't have those, why we have to pick horses for courses. Somebody just again what the record said. And you know what was disappointing for me? I can understand cricket neophytes arguing one way. We can understand it. But when you have a gentleman who understands the cricket, we don't call him name, my brother, who is allowing, because he's in a particular forum for chat rubbish, him not got that outside of them forum then, people. You are good on Zimbabwe, but you must pick pace bowlers. Even though when the pace bowler, them down there. The spinners out bowler. But you don't attack cricket. You attack logics. Next card. Hello.
Hello.
Sense Jago.
Good day, gentlemen.
Yes, Senji.
And good day to your great audience, illustrious audience, yard and abroad.
Yes, sir.
John Reese, New Jersey. Mr. Higgins.
Yes, sir.
You have to be a little careful about how you conduct in a class, you know.
Yes, Senji.
I get the impression that there are students under your watch who think you're having teacher's pet.
Yeah, man. Senji, you don't even know Sagavia got sound away.
Yeah, you have to watch that. It's not nice when.
Do you think Garvey criticizing me about anything is credible?
Yeah, yeah. We have to try and incorporate all students, you know, rich and poor.
Rich and poor now. So I favor the rich, right?
Fast and slow. Well, I don't know what Garvey. Matter of fact, he called the name. He said preacher was being a teacher's pet. Actually, Orville, yes, Garvey is correct in that the Honorable Marcus Garvey was abused, ostracized, sidelined.
I was never arguing that.
Vindicated, yes.
The argument, Santiago, you had a Bramble call yesterday. Be exactly.
No, you said that Garvey wasn't abused, man.
No, I never said that, no, boss.
Okay, all right.
Jesus Christ. No, Mister, I never heard nobody call Marcus Garvey a madman. What's wrong with your ears from yesterday?
Well, that's why. Okay, let's focus on that.
Yeah.
A lot of people call Garvey bad man.
Me never hear.
Well, I'm still educating, you know. You can check on Rupert Lewis, man. He's still around, you know, man. Professor Rupert Lewis.
Except them used to call Garvey mad.
Matter of fact, some people think so badly of Marcus.
Hold on. At the mad part me I talk about, man. But be specific.
Then that's why I'm telling you, so they call Garvey all kind of things, including mad. That our Garvey here.
Hey, mad. With them call Marcus Garvey mad?
Yes,
I never hear nobody call. Me and man say Marcus Garvey are the most elite. Me never hear nobody call Marcus Garvey mad.
Marcus Garvey, you know.
Man, don't stop your rubbish.
Social science course in our youth.
The abiding sentiment for Marcus Garvey was not him being a madman. Not no some boss.
I tell you something.
No, if stop it.
When Garvey alive, you know, him read of his own death, you know, how much people in the world.
I want different something that sends you go stop be red herring and be mad me talk about what Garvey said.
Then tell us then call Garvey mad.
Not that Allah, you know I tell the man. No, that was not the sentiment where people think about Garvey. He was called a visionary. He was called an intellectual. He was madness was not what they associated.
Those are people who supported the UNIA.
All the mad when they supported never called him.
What they call him?
I know mad at the word with them use. I know no alone know about history. Mad Marcus Garvey was a mental case. Not no gossip about. Stop it.
All right. You know, say even in Jamaica here, in our local politics, when Garvey a councillor, research what them call him in a thing there, a council meeting.
Nice try.
No, research what they call him in council meeting.
Them call him mad. They thought that he was losing his mind.
Do you know that Norman Manley once asked Garvey to step outside the council room?
Mad. Did Michael Manley say this man is losing his mental?
I said Norman.
Did Norman Manley say he was losing his mental efficiency? Well, you grown. I'm mad, me attack.
The history of Jamaica.
You just come on the radio and talk
about run at Almantown to Councillor Orville.
Senji, you're brother.
Anyhow, let me go to something else.
Yeah, man. I hope you make it more sense. Kafra yesterday, you're normally bramble, but you're gone home.
Welcome to the West Indian cricketers.
Yes, sir.
And the Aussies also.
Good, sir.
I really hope that the Australians never hear me call yesterday, you know, because it might influence them to change them team. I'm really afraid of one of them batsmen. But I hope they don't. I hope they don't play him.
Labuschagne.
Eh?
Labuschagne, where you say better than Steve
Smith. Yeah, man, I hope say Labuschagne not play.
But then you say Hooper better than Steve Smith. What I tell you, if you say something makes sense.
Is out of form, you know. So, you know, and the man they can't find form anytime.
Yeah.
And like how them win the series already.
Yeah.
I think they might even stick him in, you know.
We don't know.
Hoping that he might start to rehabilitate, you know.
Probably.
I just have a sneaky feeling that Australia could play Labuschagne. He can get back for him. But earlier caller though, Dave. Is it JC Dave?
David, yes. JC David. Yeah.
Is it JC man?
Yes.
All right. I just take 1 minute though, and I hope you'll allow me to try and make a point clear, which I think is what Dave has been making. Mm-hmm. First of all, I used to do a lot of umpiring at school, you know, when I couldn't make a team, when I was a boy at lower farm. And yes, it's not advisable for the umpire anywhere at all in the world to indicate your reason for turning down a decision. And
why not?
Like at the U.S. Embassy, they don't tell you why they turn down your application.
Why not?
Stop this thing again.
Why not?
No, I'm going to that, Orville.
Yeah.
I used to do it, you know. Me signal said ball go down leg side, and when somebody come and tell me, I'm really think about it, and I say yes, it's not encouraged.
Me ask you why though?
I'm coming to that.
Oh, this week you're going to tell me why the umpire no face boy. Me thinking
Let me get to the point though.
Yeah.
You see, if you're a wicket keeper, and a man missed a ball, the ball hit him pad, you might be remember now, in Test cricket, your reviews are limited. Review is scarce. Only 3 you have to get wrong. Okay? Now, you have to deliberate whether or not you want to use them up. You have to use your reviews wisely. I think with frugality.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if a ball lick a man on him pad, the wicketkeeper is behind. The wicketkeeper can be certain that that ball was going to hit the stump. If, as Dave is implying now, the umpire is going to signal that the ball is going down leg, that may provoke the umpire, the wicketkeeper. Him don't know if a ball edge or not, But him know it not going down the leg side. You see what I mean? He might question him review, say, boy, maybe the manage the ball while the umpire get out. If the umpire say, I think if I go down leg, as Dave said, no, in the mind of the wicketkeeper, he can go ahead and review. Because no, it don't edge. The umpire said it don't edge.
No, man, but listen. You want to take answer?
I can't deal with this. But this is too ridiculous.
Just rubbish for the radio. You're blah blah all the while, but
give me 30 seconds.
We're coming back with you. My God.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
All right, tennis at this time. Novak Djokovic. All right. That is not coming up. All right. Switzerland Belinda Bencic stunned the teenager Marianne Adra in a tense match to reach the maiden semi-final at Wimbledon, where she will face 8th seed Iga Swiatek. Russian 7th seed Andreeva frequently looked out of sorts, while Bejinka was a picture of calm in a 7-6, 7-3, 7-6, 7-2 win on center court. World number 35 and former Olympic champion Bencic served for the match at 5-4 and was 2 points away from the last four, but a match that had gone blow for blow throughout that was only heading one way, and Bencic secured victory in the second set tiebreaker. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal! Fosrich Financing.
Are you ready for something mega?
Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstrom, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carry Burst. Juice Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart. Best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Rating Gaming and Lotteries Act.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get nothing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, Ria, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. Safer, faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, fit in the line. Straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to? Aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Slide Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yes, Sanjay.
Yes, and especially Zidane, you need not respond. This will ensure that I take just 15 seconds more to say that to the extent that reviews are limited to 3 rounds, giving a feeling side, it gives a feeling side an added advantage in making a decision whether or not to go for the review. Any additional information the umpire is going to communicate to the feeling side is to their advantage. And finally, in 5 seconds, there's hardly any derogatory adjective that has not been ascribed to Leonard Howell and Marcus Garvey, appendage to their name in the history in world history. So, yes, Garvey is correct. Marcus Garvey, like Leonard Howell, were widely ridiculed.
And we're called mad.
In US and Jamaica.
You keep saying what I'm not saying with your bramble self. I'm not telling you that they weren't
Nobody never called Marcus Garvey mad.
Madness was not the word associated with Marcus Garvey.
Of course, that was at one point.
Your bramble as you were yesterday.
Of course, and as usual, you've been trying to get me to that level.
Yeah, man, you're not bramble said, Jacob.
You have failed miserably.
Here's the thing where you just say, umpires should not indicate why them turn on a
They're ridiculous.
Why them shouldn't indicate. If me think it have good on the next side, why
When they go to the embassy, they tell you why they refuse a visa.
Yeah, the man tell them about embassy.
No, man, but
if you appeal, say the man LB, I mean, indicate, say, no, I thought he got an edge on that, gentleman. What's wrong with it?
It's just, what they call a protocol. It's just a practice, just like in law, in doctors.
No such protocol exists in a cricket, my boss. Not a God thing.
Umpires, they don't tell you why they don't give out the man.
There is nothing in the rule that says, and I've seen umpires indicate, I think him edges.
Me used to do it until them counsel me.
But you are saying that they shouldn't, and I'm saying, why not?
No, I'm saying, no. I'm not arguing whether or not they should or shouldn't, Orville.
You're saying...
I'm arguing this point, saying that by doing that, you give the fielding team an added information on which to make a decision. Remember, all decisions...
Which they already know that there's a reason. They already know.
Information you have,
but St. Jago, the fielding...
umpire communicate to the wicket
St. Jago, the fielding team already know that the umpire believe it is missing.
The umpire, wicketkeeper can't save the ball.
St. Jago, once the umpire says not out, the fielding team now knows that he's saying it's missing. They don't care if he wants to signal it or not. Either way, there's something that them disagree with. Right. So they don't. Listen, when they converge. Listen, give me a chance, man. Give me a chance now.
No, you said.
No, give me a chance. When they converge now, St. Jago, when they converge now. Yes. Collectively, they make a decision as to whether, listen, this didn't hit any bat or this is not going on. Like, and they review. The umpire.
David saying that the umpire shouldn't tell the fielding team that the man.
It no make no difference, St. Jago. Why would it make a difference, my boss? If in our mind we disagree with the umpire, we'll review.
But review is limited, Zidane.
It no matter, my boss. If we believe that the umpire was wrong, we're going to review.
No,
but I'm signal or not.
No, the keeper don't know the ball edge.
It no matter is whether we are going with where we see, because umpire get it wrong all the time, So we don't care what he wants signal.
Umpire now is telling the man that
it no matter, me boss.
Because the man edge the ball.
Whether him tell him or not
is going down leg. The keeper know it's not going down leg. The keeper don't know.
The fielding team does not review based on what the umpire talks, my boss. With them say, you're wrong, St. Jago, and you're bramble and strong with it, my boss.
Dave is correct, and the more information you communicate
why
with the fielding team,
St. Jago.
when the man them out there,
Sanjay, let me ask you one question.
If you go to the review and you're wrong, you lose the review.
Let me ask you a question and kill you.
Zidane, if you go to the review and wrong, you lose it. So the umpire should not tell the man them.
Let me ask you a question.
The man never edge the ball.
Hold on, let me ask you.
By telling the man them that is big going down the leg side, it's also telling them that there was no edge, Zidane.
Let me ask you a question.
Can't you see that the fielding team use that information?
Hold on,
the ball never edge, Zidane.
Hold on, let me ask you this, man. So I am the batsman. I remember batsman entitled to 3 review to it.
But you don't want to lose them.
Hold on, man. So me push forward to a ball. And the ball, the man him appeal for caught behind. and the umpire the umpire say him think me edge it.
Yes.
What that me not think me edge it. What that have to do with me?
That's a different decision. That's a different decision. That's a different. A leg before decision. A leg before decision can be knocked out.
If me not think me edge the ball and the umpire say me out caught behind, you know what me I gonna do? You think it matter to me whether him think me edge it and me know me not edge it?
LBW is a different decision.
Nice try.
But you mentioned caught behind a while ago.
On the leg side, it can pitch out leg side.
All right, so make me work. Make me work with LB.
Make me
work with LB. Should not tell.
Yes, but make me work with it.
That the man, that the ball outside.
Make me work. Make me work.
Because that eliminates.
Yes. Make me work. Yes.
Dave is correct.
Yes, make me work.
Is correct.
Make me work.
Yeah. 10 years experience as a coach.
Make me work.
The man for that.
Make me work with LB.
And by the way, Norman man was a JC man too.
Yeah. Make me work with LB. Lord Jesus. Make me work with LB. So a leg spinner ball to me, I mean, know me get my foot outside. In guard.
Yeah, I'm running guard.
Me know me put my foot outside leg stump when me bust a sweep. Me know that. But the umpire give me out. The reason why I give me out is because him think it pitch in line.
Yes.
He give me out leg before I bust a sweep. But in my feeling, no sir. My foot outside leg when me this thing I lick me, the fact that the umpire push up his hand for me is that the umpire think it pitch on.
Yeah, pitch on and hit you in line.
In line. Me now, no say in my thing, no sir, me did the outside leg. Where you think the umpire
no influence whatsoever.
Have to do with me. What that have to do with me? Umpire bid foot with outside leg. Oh no, Bramble.
The feeling team already knows that the umpire is disagreeing with the appeal. Him think it do something else.
Oh God.
So when they converge, and all five say, yo, that dead, it don't matter way more signal.
Exactly. We are reviewing because we disagree
with the umpire.
No matter what you say, we disagree. What do
they don't care. They appeal because them think you're out, It don't matter what you want to signal. They probably don't realize that you're signaling anything, but they know say, yo, this dead.
There are times when the man them appeal and the umpire said not out. And them gather and say, you know what? We not take the appeal. You think because of the umpire, them just say, boy, we not think this clear enough.
Yeah.
Go with the review. I know the umpire's body language make we decide for not review or not review. At the certainty of whether we think you're out or not. Bramble sent you by your friend Dave. Anyway, we go back online. Hello.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
This is doing.
I'm suspecting 1.5 before I misinterpret. 1.5 today. Go ahead.
I have like a point to that I totally agree with.
I'm gonna try both of you, man. Let's get to the point where you're gonna decide.
This whole thing where people selecting sides and there's like a lack of understanding of the conditions and a lack of understanding how the players their own form in different conditions. I agree with it. That's the hallmark of a cricket neophyte. Right, Orville?
No, you said, me know the lick soon come. And the lick, I that me there wait for. Me know why you agree with me, brother.
Wait. So because you're afraid of the lick.
No. Not when me say the lick,
one point.
The misinterpretation.
No, wait. Zidane, am I not quoting from the man? And the man own argument that.
Yeah,
the
but
man can't agree
me
with
no really that
argument.
No, me no really that you call for. So just get to the point.
Isn't that the hallmark of a cricketing neophyte? Zidane, isn't that the hallmark of a cricketing neophyte?
Yeah.
You don't consider conditions and you don't consider the player's form. Cricket is neophyte, a little man in cricket.
All right.
That is why I tell everybody, I was a little man in this thing. Yeah. Absolute cricket is neophyte. So, this man wanted us to pick Moti as a part of the squad.
Good.
Even though the selectors were right in deducing that the pitch would take pace, more pace than spin.
Yes.
And that Moti himself was highly inconsistent outside of his game, that series against Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Moti's record is highly inflated because to other opponents he's averaging 40-something. In the Caribbean, his bowling average is 80-something.
At least, misinterpret.
So now I ran cricket in neophyte I call for Moti.
Misinterpret. You say what you say.
Aren't you a rank cricketing neophyte? Now that we see that the selectors were right in loading the side with pace bowlers instead of picking Moti.
Yes.
Aren't you a rank cricketing neophyte?
Yes, I am. What else you have?
No, Zidane, you see how yesterday he had no disagreement with my ideas in terms of reforming the cricketing league in the Caribbean. And for people who didn't hear, what I've said is that instead of doing 7 rounds, 8 rounds, 10 rounds,
we lost him.
It's a bit scarce. Hello?
Yeah, man, go ahead. We're hearing you.
Yeah, the quality within the Caribbean is scarce. We need to sharpen our batsmen by making them face high quality bowling more often. And the only way to do it is to cut the numbers. So let's split them in 2 groups. Let them do 4 rounds. At the end of that, let us pick the 2 top regional teams and let us then pick 2 best of the rest teams and let them go 4 rounds at it. The West Indies Cricket Board can't honestly say them can't do that because they can't afford it. See? 8 rounds of cricket, much better. And Orville, you didn't have a disagreement with that yesterday, did you?
What I said is that is not a bramble point. I can understand how that is something.
No. Whoa. Yeah. Did you think that's a positive way of looking to improve the cricket?
I think it's a fair point that could be considered.
Yeah. No, around 2 years ago, I presented the same exact proposal. Roughly the same exact proposal.
No. I was wondering how long it would take you for do this.
Tell me why
you did not suggest cutting the regular thing in half and then play 4 rounds
additional games
of additional best versus the
you adjust it right,
yeah, man.
You're dangerous. You're really dangerous in 5.
Come back from the break.
Hold the line, dangerous.
From the break,
dangerous.
Tracy, who you go give on now?
You're too fast. Hey, me I got your text now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them.
Me can get some?
No, go buy your own. Hey.
Jotex Bakery. Visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery. So nice, so right.
Conditions apply.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jn. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yes, Licoman.
Okay, so last year I made a suggestion and Orville disagreed with the suggestion. He did not support it. This year he has supported this one.
No, man. Stop telling life, man.
What do you mean stop telling me?
You said that this year I'm supporting.
Not last year, 2 years ago. Sorry.
What
do you mean stop telling
First of all, you said I did not support your decision.
You didn't. You didn't.
Let me tell you what I said, sir. I said that I don't, as long as the players will show me that best of the best games are something that they are as passionate about as they are about territory versus territory. So I didn't say nay to the idea, you know. I just put an asterisk
presented an
ahead of it.
idea and you did not support it. Do not come 2 years later and try to take back your mouth because your teeth is about to get kicked out.
Am I supporting it now?
Stay still in the dentist chair while I pull your teeth out. Hey, little man, just be still. Be still and let the dentist work.
Am I supporting it now?
Be still and let the dentist work.
All right, go on then.
Zidane, the idea I put forward before was 7 rounds of regional cricket as we have it. And then at the end of the 7 rounds, we would then have best of the best teams, and we have around 3 rounds of those. And Orville said, nope.
I never said
this
that.
time I said 4 rounds of regional.
No, man, Orville never said no.
Because the 2 best regional team, put 2 best of the best team. And he's more supportive of this.
All right.
The last time he was not supportive of
here's what I'm going to say to you now.
This man is just compromised. He just opposed because it's Dwight who said it.
Here's what I'm going to say now.
Be honest.
Then give me a chance now,
last time because
I would want every single game to be the very best against the very best. So may I take your idea to the next level? I would want.
No, you don't need to take my idea to the next level. Explain to the listeners why you opposed it before. And give
me a chance. I would want the West Indies.
Go ahead, little man. Tell us.
Yes, I would want the West Indies to pick the 90 best players in the region. Divide them up into 6 groups of 15 each, and then play. Because best versus the best is always the best way to get the best of you. I've been saying that for a long while.
No. You said no.
However, I don't know that the cricketers in the region will see these games and give the kind of intensity and passion to these games as Jamaica preparing to play Barbados or Trinidad prepared to play Guyana. And until that day, I wouldn't go the whole hog down.
So let's
see everything we said then.
We hear you, Orville. We hear you. We hear you. Let's take what you say. And let's think about what you're saying. So you are saying that if you take the very...
Him gone?
Hello? Him line.
All right, him line drop.
Can you hear me?
You're here. Yeah, man. Go ahead. You went out, but you're coming.
You're saying, Orville, that if we take the very best cricketers in the Caribbean and let them play together, pay them properly to incentivize them. Yeah? In fact, say you can't play in that league unless you're absolutely the very best. So even for you to just qualify in that league, you have to up your cricket to another level. And you're telling me that you don't think you'll get higher quality competition and higher quality players versus if you just group a bunch of players who are playing against each other for patriotism, whether or not they're high quality or not.
I'm going to answer you this.
You think that will...
Let me hear your question. Give me a chance to answer you.
We are listening to you.
If you take the 100 best rural players in Jamaica, in a rural high school, and the best 100 player in Jamaica we play Manning Cup, and then you pick that's how much teams you'd have now. So that is 200 players. So let's say you now have 10 teams. 10 teams have 20 teams each. Pick the best 100 D Cup player and the best 100 Manning Cup player. You now have 200 players. Form them into 20 teams and make them play against each other. Now, in theory, you would get great competition. But I'm saying part of why Manning Cup and the Costa Cup you would put out their heart is not a chance to play against the best. Cornwall wants to play Rossies. Monroe wants to play Stets.
So then in practice...
KC wants to play Judges. You can't take out rivalry out of sports.
We're not King. So in practice, you totally disagree with Zidane and you think Zidane is talking absolute rubbish when he says Champions League is superior to the World Cup.
You thought it was rubbish?
No, Orville, do you believe what Zidane is saying? Because...
No, meeting World Cup at the highest level.
I don't think he said it was rubbish, though.
Me never said Champions League was rubbish, though. Him said, so. Then do I talk so, me not say as usual.
I know him disagree with him. I think him said it was a rubbish. I think it's same thing.
Zidane, how many times have we seen All Headley, All D versus All Manning game just beat out to nothing?
Am I here? Am I still here?
Regular thing. Joke. Is that joke?
Have you ever gone to All D?
Am I still online? Am I still on the call?
So let me ask you this, Dwight. Okay. So
we're going to ask you again. Zidane.
Ask him about All D versus All.
Orville, do you believe the World Cup produced higher quality football
Yes.
than Champions League.
But let me ask you something else. Your time up enough.
Yes or no? It's a yes or no.
Yes. But
we have put your thing to a practical test. Do you believe
yes.
that the World Cup is higher quality football than Champions League?
Comparison. I want it.
Yes.
What you say? You say yes?
Yes. I think the World Cup is
Zidane,
the
so Zidane, you believe Champions League have higher quality cricket than the World Cup?
Yes.
Okay, so Orville, how come your test don't work in that scenario?
No, man, me no.
Because the club are competitive. Them
No, Zidane, just easy, man. Just rest, man.
We are going to leave.
Zidane.
We are going to leave you with this.
Orville wants to graduate from being a little man.
Yeah,
you have to let him
a
speak
medium
for
size.
himself.
But I want to ask you this, Dwight. Have you ever watched
No, little man, answer.
Have you ever watched?
How come the World Cup doesn't show better quality football according to you than the Champions League?
No, it showed it to me. Oh, you mean it not show? It showed to me.
Oh, it showed to you.
Yeah.
So you said the World Cup is the highest level of football, understand?
Yes.
So Zidane don't get the memo.
So,
right,
but
we'll call it tomorrow. Orville, start out your brain. We'll call it tomorrow. Dangerous in five. Come back here again tomorrow. You appear foolish in theatre. You're a little man in this.
Me get the comparison.
You're a little man in this.
But little man, answer me this. Have you ever watched an tomorrow? All right.
Let listeners them understand, because in both the World Cup and club scenario, they are rival and they are rivals. So you have Liverpool hate Man U.
Exactly.
Liverpool want
what
Madrid.
you want to do is take rivalry out of regional sport.
So I don't like the analogy that he gave with the champions.
Zidane, you think schoolboy football could survive if you take away rivalry?
I don't watch the Almaning. I mean, I don't go to the games. So I can watch it on TV.
All Headley will not have the youth them performing. All Manning versus Aldi, I mean, will not have the youth them working as hard as Cornwall versus Rossies. So if you get 3 Cornwall youth in the All Headley side and 3 Cornwall youth in the the Rossies Cornwall game when you have good ballers both sides, that's what the youth them want. Yeah. Not Aldi versus All Manning. Aldi versus All Manning is the best of the youth them in a country versus the best of the youth them in the town. But I can tell Bramble, the little man, the white, that the level of intensity of the competition is not the same as when KC play Georges.
Yeah, you get more out of them game.
You get more out of the youth them when the school rivalry. And in the same in a regional cricket, Jamaica planning to play Barbados is a different level than the some you pick up 2 sides, set a man, and side A you go play side B. That may I try to explain to the little man, you know. And until that changes, because maybe it can change, you know. Maybe it can change. Until then, that we can't go this best versus best at the expense of regional rival. Anyway, the little man now understand that. Others will. Back on line. Hello.
Yeah, man. Hello.
Yes, this is Badger.
Yeah, right, man.
Yes.
Arville.
Yes, sir.
I see something that says leaders like Du Bois and Robert Bagal called Marcus Garvey mad, you know. The article that says Bagal specifically accused Marcus Garvey of madness.
All right. So me now to accuse me of madness is not saying I'm mad. So that's just how we are speaking about. There is no to accuse me of madness is not the same thing as saying I'm mad.
Oh.
English language.
Accused of being rich is not the same thing as asking that you have money.
Badger, enough time me say I am mad this year. I don't mean you're mad.
No, me not. No,
learn.
No, I never say I'm mad this year at all. No, the thing say it demanded that Marcus Garvey mad. I've never know somebody says Orville. I know me tell that somebody says
No. And
when the man was saying.
Let me.
All right, forget about that.
No, me not done.
Please, man.
And I'm saying me not. Then you're not gone if you want gone. Inga.
We want to talk cricket today.
No, man.
No, Badger, man.
In cricket argument, I get liquid left, right,
center. I can't believe. Badger don't want to talk cricket today.
In cricket argument, I get liquid left, right, center.
Badger call us,
and in company radio talks about Marcus Garvey was known to be a madman. Very smart of you. You say this madman thing. Me now go tell you say one man no say Bob what name mad, you know. I'm saying generally that was not what Marcus Garvey was perceived. Nice try.
The man don't want to no cricket
no,
people.
He can't.
Can you imagine?
He might go somewhere else where the people them not understand the cricket and talk it. Because the argument is too powerful for you to the budget. Or go that 5 of the last 7 wins away from home were spinners dominated. in games where pace bowlers played. Hug that one up. Back on line. Hello.
I'm here, sir.
Oh, you're still
not
there.
gone.
Oh,
come here. What if
okay. Can we don't know you to be a runner? Like?
Yeah.
No. But David, please nobody the mad. You never know that somebody with the Marcus Garvey as mad and I found it.
Send me.
You never know, no.
Send me.
No, man.
No. I'm saying send me the text and I will interpret it because I know you can't.
I mean, not going to say nothing, brother.
Now we know say true you tell. Me don't know if I true you tell.
All right, so let me tell you.
Me don't know. Me don't know if I true. So send me the script and I will interpret it for you.
You never know that somebody with the name Robert Big Gall.
I'm saying send me the text where somebody was questioning Marcus Garvey. Then if you don't say nothing, I don't believe that.
That is your problem.
I don't believe that nobody called Marcus Garvey mentally challenged.
That is your business.
What else you've got?
Good. Enough. You understand? I'm so sad that I'm on the 3 o'clock break, but
no man, we can play the Yabba music a little later.
All right. So my statement, and by the way, all right. So let me get to the cricket, just in case some things I may run. My statement has always been for West Indies to become a great team again. We have to get back to our identity,
which is what
and we need. Hold on, I'm going to tell you about that. Fast bowlers in the ilk like the Ambrose, Walsh and Marshall and them. Do you agree or disagree with that? Yes or no?
Hold the line. We're coming back. We're coming back. We are coming back.
Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts. The time by Western Sports, the sports people, is
3 o'clock.
Set the trend.
The Trend-Setting Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m., is Jamaica's #1 call-in sports program. Join me, Orville Higgins,
and me, Christopher Zidane Matthews,
as we continue to take call-in sports discussions to the highest levels on radio. The Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m., on Jamaica's #1 sports radio station. The hour between 3 and 4 p.m. is sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, with locations in Kingston, Ocho Rios, and Montego Bay.
Set the trend.
The Trend-Setting Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so the Yaba selection will be, should be coming on now. But the Yaba people, don't worry, we will be having it. We're just going to complete this call by Badger and then we come to the Yaba selection. Yes, Badger.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Do you agree with that statement?
That if we want to go back to the top, we must get back holding our Marshall and Garden and Crown.
That's our best chance of getting back to the top of world cricket.
Badger, any team's best chance to get to the top of world cricket?
No. I'm not talking about any team. I'm talking about West Indies. Because that is what we used before to get to the top. Don't think about any team.
I know pace we use. No, Badger, but it's not the pace as we use. A quality bowling.
We got to the top.
We are talking about quality pace bowling.
No, but if you get Muller run, you're going to go back to the top.
If me get Muller run,
if you get 3 Muller run, you're going back at the top. Boss.
If me get Muller run and Shane one, and he'll come. Me not close up to the top as well.
So my time with that now, right? Which do you think we will be able to produce in the West Indies?
Oh, so you're asking what do I think now?
Yes, West Indies. Which should you think that we will produce in the West Indies? 3 Merle, or 4 Merle, or 4 Shenwa, or 4 Ambrose, or 4 Walsh and Marshall. Which one? I think we in the West Indies is more likely to produce.
West Indies is more likely to pick the pieces.
Yeah. No. Produce.
I think we are producing spinners at the same level as pacers.
Merle and Shenwa. Which do you think that West Indies is more likely to produce?
I mean, I said, I know my boss. Do you know that landscapes at one point in time was a leading
Well, I know.
Well, let us say pacers. Let us say pacers.
It's a different argument.
Yeah. No, that's my argument.
More likely. No,
I know. No.
But let us say pacers. So what?
All right, we'll go on that.
Okay, so we're likely to produce pacers better than spinners. So what?
Thank you very much. And because of that reason, and because of we have passion, which we need, the main ingredients for us to get to the top of anything that we do. Passion.
So we have more passion for pace than spin?
We are, yes.
So why the spinners doing better? Why the spinners doing better than the pace?
Hold on, let me say, that's my question, can answer. That is why we produce world-class fast bowlers, more than world-class spinners, because we are more passionate against for pace than spin. Are you going to contest that, Mr. Higgins?
Let me tell you what I'm going to contest.
No. That they ask you. Mr. Higgins, man.
Me I go answer you.
Just answer you, man.
Me I go
answer them, man.
Me I go answer you.
So let me ask you a question.
No, man, me hear the question. Are we more passionate about pace than spin? I'm going to answer you.
No. That's the question. That is part B of the question. Listen to the statement first. Because we are more passionate about for fast bowling than pace bowling, which do you think that we will more likely to produce?
All right. So you're
primarily
all right. No, man, then budget, you're not to ask the question.
Go on. Talk.
You are saying that we are more passionate about fast bowling than
I ask your question.
But your question presupposes that we are more passionate about pace than spin, and I don't know that.
Is that you don't know that, Mr.
No, I don't.
Hold on. Stop.
I know that we are more likely to pick the pacers than the spinners. I don't know that.
You said something a while ago. Based upon your teaching and this sports deck, you said what we are more passionate about is what we are going to do good at.
Yes, but here's the difference.
Which one? Hold on, Mr. Higgins, man.
Lord have mercy, big man. It comes down to selectors now, too, you know.
No. Forget about everything else.
You can't forget about. So if we produce 10 spinners.
Brother. Which one of the two facets of bowling? Jesus. Which of the two facets of bowling are we more dominant in?
No. That's a different question.
No, that's a question I asked you.
No, but which one are we more dominant in pace?
Yeah.
Which are we more passionate about? I don't know.
Why?
Because the pacers get more opportunity, boss.
Mr. Higgins.
Yes.
It's because we are more passionate.
No, I don't know that.
Pace.
I don't know.
All right, so you don't know anymore.
No. Because when I go watch schoolboy cricket in Jamaica, my time to talk. No, man, you can't badger me, man. When I go watch schoolboy cricket, when I go watch schoolboy cricket in Jamaica, I see more quality spin than pace. When I see regional cricket, I see just as much spin as I see pace in terms of overs bowled. So I don't know what you're talking about.
We are talking about
to the
world
point.
Level.
Hold on. No, we are talking about in the West Indies.
We're talking about West Indies at the world level.
And I'm saying what we are most passionate about in the West Indies, I don't know that it is pace anymore.
Mr. Higgins.
Take your leave.
Mr. Higgins.
Me don't know that.
Yeah. We are talking about, you don't know that we are more passionate about pace.
That spin in the region? No, I don't know that. Because the spinners me see I bowl the most over and I take the most wickets. And that me say
okay.
So I don't know why.
So why do we do better at pace?
Because the spinners are not given the same opportunity, Bramble Baggio.
More spinners get more opportunity in the past 15 years than what you said in Clive's lifetime.
That's a different
Why was that so?
That's a different
No.
Because
you said the spinners don't get a chance.
I never said they never got no chance.
Yes, you said that a while ago.
No, I never said
I never said no chance.
I said they don't get the same amount of chances, big man. You must be clinical in all your sound. When you go watch schoolboy cricket, Baggio, tell me which pace bowler you see.
More spinners and block. In the West Indies now.
I got teach you. That's when you come off. Listen to radio when you come off and learn. People, listen, hold on, man. Go learn this. You see that you... Hold on, enough of you now. Listen or learn. You see that youth cricket in the region, people. In youth cricket in the region, them give points to pace bowling, you know. So when pace bowlers take wicket, you get extra points, you know. You know why? Because all of the teams just full up them thing of spinners, you know. The reason why they had to have points for fast bowling different is because the regional bowlers are bowling more spin than pace. The argument that we are more passionate about spin than pace is not borne out at the level. When you watch schoolboy cricket, hold on and learn. Me go watch Excelsior in the final this year against, how would them play? St. Diego. It's a spinner who open the bowling. Don't tell me that the youth them we are playing now more passionate about pace than spin. Nothing no goes, brother. When they play youth cricket, we wait and learn. When they play youth cricket, the captains and the coach are told that you will get an extra half point for every wicket with fast bowlers take. You know why they had to come up with that rule, Bramble Badger? Because in youth cricket, all the captains and the coaches do is full up them team of spinners. So your argument that the local youth them around the region are more inclined to bowl fast than bowl slow is not true. Let's go to regional cricket now. We're not about youth cricket now. Hug this up and take your legs. When we go to the regional cricket, it is the spinners that dominate the amount of wicket taken. So your argument that we're more passionate about pace than spin is unfounded, illogical, and has no basis in logic. Take that. Hug up that. Good, sir.
Yeah. My argument about spin is simple. Spin and pace is simple.
We don't know more passionate
we are more passionate about pace.
We are not.
Yes, we are. That is why we do better in pace.
No. That's not why we do better in pace.
So
we are not.
Who
do better in the region, pace or spin?
Why do we
Who do better in the region, pace bowlers or spin bowlers, Bramble Badger?
My time now. Why do we do better at 100 meter and 200 meter than 800 meter in Jamaica?
100 meter people are not selected, my boss. The difference with why we spin at them not get game and we pace get game.
Why do we do better in the world? Why do we do better in the world?
Hold on, go learn this. Clive Lloyd got beat. Go learn the game. Give me a different call, budget that makes sense. Next call. Clive Lloyd got beaten in 1975, 76 people. And Clive Lloyd decided for the next 10 years, me not pick no spinner. I don't care how good you are. It wasn't based on what spinners were doing, you know. So yes, him fine holding Marshall, Garner, them and Kraft them, but it mean Inshanale and Jumadim them never did a play. When you come back in this region, it is a matter of selection. So spinners are come through, pacers are come through, we are pick the pace them. It's not because they are doing better in the region, because we say the spinner them are do better in the region. That's selection, Badger. And who are the better? The difference with sprinting now is we go out and those people I want somebody sit down and pick the track team for the Olympics, you know. You go up at the Olympics, the 3 top man at the 100 gone at the Olympics. The 3 top man at the 1500 gone. And that's how we pick cricket team, Badger. It's meritocracy pick track and field team. And the sprinters, them outdo the 800 meter man them every time. In regional cricket, meritocracy doesn't pick the teams. It is emotion that picks the teams most of the time. And that's why Nikita Miller, with 500 hard wicket, play 1 test, and Nixon McLean then play 15 and 20 tests. Next, we play the Yaba.
Yaba music.
Brought to you by Yaba, Tony Steins and the crew. This one is Ja Children on the Yaba album.
For food to stay.
All right, so that's children of the world. I go and teach, Me and today. I think I can just come running. I got like lake where we're more passionate about spin than pace. When I the spin I dominate every year. How we know so we're more passionate about pace? When I spin, we say I dominate. What kind of argument that? A spin bowler, me say, watch the Sunlight final. Me, watch it, never did it. A spin bowler dominate. Spin bowler whoop me bowl. Excelsior, no bowler pace still about 40 over and no, go ahead and go watch cricket. And when the youth them come to the senior level, regional, as the pace them run in and bowl 5 over each as the spinner them come out. But spinner we more passionate about pace. Some little mental challenge man them when it come to the cricket. Them not understand it, them just talk. Once you watch regional cricket, you know say I spin the youth them one bowl. Now every now and again you find a one pace. We don't know more passionate about pace and go away with the dance reasoning. To the point where the powers that be I get team extra point in a youth cricket for the vast bowl of them bowl. Cause every youth has spin them one bowl. You don't know nothing. You know licks them and take them. Me I don't know. We're coming back after the break.
Top of the hour to you and yours. You're listening to Omega Radio, the station of the stars. Don't go anywhere. Call a friend, tell a friend. Thank you so much for listening. I am Archbishop John Wayne Manning, a.k.a. Wayne Jonathan Manning I. It's good to have you right here on Omega Radio. Tell a friend, call a friend, tell everybody.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's alright.
Praise the Lord. Greetings and salutations to all of our wonderful, wonderful friends all over Jamaica. Listen, this is Dr. John Wayne Manning from Omega Church and Omega Radio. It has always been my dream to establish community work here in Jamaica. Television, church, humanitarian work here in Jamaica. And as you know, we have been doing the radio since 2022. The time has come that we're calling all helper, kingdom-minded citizens, putting together this team in Jamaica. We're looking for helpers, kingdom-minded helpers, from hospitality, humanitarian, administration, coordination, media for television and radio production. If you're looking for more and you'd like to be a part of this team from Omega Center, Jamaica, I'd like you to give me a call. 876-204-9356. If you'd like to do more, serve more. This is for serious leaders that really, really want to make an impact in the life of our fellow Jamaicans for the Lord Jesus Christ. Text me at that line, and a member of my US team or European team will reach out back to you. Thank you and God bless you. I hope you're ready to serve. Text me at 876-204-9356. A member of my team will reach out to you expeditiously to expedite this help. Omega Center Jamaica, local team invitation. Be a part of it. Let's change Jamaica and make Jamaica great again.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, man. So me I don't know, you know. Me I don't know. So we go back to who are the leading wicket takers in a regional cricket since the last 10 years. The thing what we're not passionate about, according to Bramble Badger. The leading wicket taker over the last 10 years is a brother named Shane Shillingford. You know what Shane Shillingford bowl? Spin. You know who come second in the last 10 years? A brother named Damian Jacobs. Wine bowl, spin. The third leading wicket taker in a regional cricket over the last 10 years, a brother named Brian Charles. Not Lara, but Brian Charles. You know wine bowl, spin. The last 10 years, the man we are the most wicket as spinners then. But we're more passionate about peace. Next call. Hello.
Yeah, man, there.
Yeah, man, we're on.
CC there, you know.
Oh, yeah, more Bramble will be talking.
Yes, sir, Orville, you say you are tutor today, so I come for ask some question. I really come here, Sophie. I come for learn.
Yes,
I want to know this. How often has Australia used two specialist spinners?
Whenever they are going, whenever they find...
I'm asking you how often.
Me don't know how much time. You want me to tell you the amount of tests them do it?
Yes,
don't know.
you tell me amount of
Or
time.
you want me to count the tests and tell you?
No, I want you to tell me the amount of time that they have used two specialist spinners when they are going on a tour, on a test tour.
And I'm saying, my boss, I don't know the amount of time.
Them good on a Bangladesh and them place there a whole heap of time, you know.
I am saying, when they see pitch...
They use
me don't know the amount of times, my boss. If I don't know the amount of time when they use pace neither. I don't know the amount of times Star Cummins and Hazel would play together.
You don't know the amount of time.
Me don't know. But here's what I know though. Here's what... No, man, no. Hey, no, do this to me today.
What do you mean? That's question.
No, but me I go answer it this way. You're not scoring up. Hey, God. Here's the point that I'm going to say to you now. Whenever Australia go anywhere, and once they read the pitch, and if they feel that this is a pitch that will take spin...
But we need facts. How often have Australia
How often does Australia play three pace?
Spinners on a tour? In the last 30 years then. So me narrow it down for you. In the last 30 years, how often has Australia used two specialists?
When they think the conditions will spin, they use two spinners.
That's not answer my question.
Me don't know.
I
don't know. Me don't know. Me don't know how much time they use pace. Neither do you, by the way.
So me ask you this now.
Yes.
The top three teams in Test cricket are which teams?
Right now?
Right now.
You include South Africa in there? Because them win the thing.
South Africa, Australia, England, right?
You wouldn't say... if you go with the last 2 months, you'd have said that.
And then you probably have India.
But you'd have to go with India.
Extend it to 4.
Yeah.
Of these 4 teams, when you look, the best bowlers in the world, the top 5 bowlers in the world, I will go top 10. How many of them are spinners?
Me have to go look.
For them 4 teams, the best bowlers in their team, how many of them are spinners versus vis-a-vis pace bowlers?
Me no know. Me have to go check. What's the point?
Probably 3-1, right?
What I know is that when you go down to India...
No, I'm asking you. Probably 3-1, right?
Probably 3-1. But
listen what... 3-1, right?
Yes, but listen what I'm going to tell you now. Hey, big man. Me say, you know, come do this on the radio. No.
What am I doing?
When you go down to India, and India think that the conditions will spin.
No, we just have a conversation.
Yes, but listen what me I say to you now. When you go down to India, and India think that these conditions will spin, what you think India do? When England goes down to India and think the conditions will spin, what kind of attack them play?
And I'm saying to you, Orville.
That's all we want.
Over the years,
good.
Australia, this team that you have spoken on, how often, me ask you already, them use a spinner?
Because they play more games.
Australia never did I use no.
Australia play far more games at home than they play away, my boss. So Australia will naturally play more fast bowling oriented attacks.
All right.
Australia will play more game in England than when they play down in Bangladesh.
You mentioned regional cricket and how we big in a spin and thing. I just mentioned 4 teams who are top of the test cricket in the world. And when I look on those 4 teams, what they are topping is fast bowling, right? Pace bowling. When you look in a regional cricket in our thing, we are big in spin bowling. But when we go to the world now, we are basically one run-of-the-mill team. So do you think that the fact that we are so great at spin bowling during the regional cricket, it does not assist us in international cricket going up against the teams that are far superior? When you look on them, they are superior in terms of space bowling. And then you look
I don't know what you call space bowling, but let me tell you it again. Five of the West Indies' last 7 away victories in the last 6 years. The West Indies have won 7 away test matches in the last 6 years. 5 of them were dominated by spinners. We're not going to learn the
Where
facts.
were those tests played?
Good, sir.
Where was those tests played?
Zimbabwe in Zimbabwe.
So you really come here, Orville, on a radio talking about Zimbabwe?
Pace bowlers played in the game.
The West Indies dominate Zimbabwe. Like, come on, Orville.
No. Here's what I say to you. In Zimbabwe, we played pacers and spinners. The spinners did better than the pacers. In Afghanistan, hold on. In Afghanistan, we played spin and pace. Our spinners did better. In Bangladesh, we played spinners and pacers. Our spinners did better. In Pakistan, we played pace and spin. Our spinners did better. What's your question now?
The teams that are dominating Test cricket, what type of team are they predominantly?
Flexible teams that play spin in spin conditions and pace in pace conditions. Them do.
These teams, Australia very rarely.
Because Australia very rarely play in spin-friendly conditions.
So I'm saying to you that in the last 30 years, you can tell me 6 tours that Australia have used.
Oh no, I'm telling you to decide when India play at home, people.
You can't tell me that 6 that them are used 2 special spin bowlers.
How often do 6 tours them buck up on a pitch? Hold on, Bramble season.
Do you believe?
Hold on. No, man. You think say going, hold on. When you go to Zimbabwe, you never expect to see a spin.
I need you to answer one question for me.
I don't know how much time them do it, but them do it often. Well, you want to ask me how many times?
Let me ask you this question. I need to engage Zidane, you know, Zidane.
How many times do we have ranking spin-friendly conditions when Australia play?
Zidane and Orville. More ask me this question, Zidane. In West Indies, we are so dominant with spin bowling, right? Yet still our batsmen garbage.
Our batsman garbage against every bowling, my boss. A fast bowling, them Australia use a bowler down there.
You know, me answer the question, you know? Ask the question, you know? So we are dominant regionally with spin bowling. Spin bowling dominates us. And we are so garbage when we go to the international level in terms of batting. The teams that are above, the teams that are on top of the test world, when you look at the batsmen they are producing, and when you look at their attack in terms of pace bowling, they have the best bowlers in the world. They are pace bowlers. Some of the best batsmen in the world. And in that unit, in their cricket that they are playing, county cricket or what, pace bowling is dominated. So don't believe spin bowling dominance in West Indies as a direct correlation to the type of batsmen we are producing.
What, you understand what I'm saying? I don't really understand. You just hear my talk and I try to use big words. I don't understand.
All right, so Orville, I'm saying, what is the direct correlation between spin dominance in West Indies right now regionally to the batters we are producing?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Internationally.
We're producing batsmen that are ordinary against everything. Pace and spin. So I don't understand what you're saying.
All right,
Australia does bowl with down. Here's the word I start and come in slick with what there.
Let me put it back simpler.
Hold on. When Bangladesh come out over there, a pace they use and bowl with them. Upper Savannah. No,
when we were dominant test team and we had great batsmen, right?
Yes.
At that point in time, were we a dominant pace bowling team?
Yes.
Was pace bowling dominant in the region at that time?
Yes.
All right, so me ask you again, do you believe there's a direct correlation between pace bowling being dominant in a region and the production of a certain class of batsmen for these teams versus spin bowling dominance now and we are garbage batsmen?
I don't understand what you're saying. The reason why we're having garbage batsmen now and because spin bowler take over, because we don't have the passion for cricket.
So I'm going to just leave you with this. The best teams in the world right now, South Africa, Australia, pace bowling. They have the best batters, and them
no, the most dominant teams. You know what Australia do, my boss? The best teams in the world are the teams that are more flexible with both batting and bowling. Those are the best teams. When India plays at home and plays on certain pitches, India have the quality spinners. Hold on. India have hold on and learn. India have a man named Ravichandran Ashwin. It's not an opinion. You ever hear about a man named Jadeja? Is it an opinion that Jadeja always play?
It's not supported by the information.
All right. Make we work with India.
The opinion we are giving not supported by the information.
All right.
Stop it.
God bless you, sir. You're very ordinary, pan.
Me can't be brand black usual, but you cannot answer none of my questions. You can't tell me.
So India go with peace. How many test wickets does Ravindra Jadeja have? You want to find it? How many test wickets does Ravichandran Ashwin have? Between Ola and Bramble CC, between Ashwin and Jadeja, probably about 700 test wickets where India have in the last 10 years. You Bramble like what? Next call. Enough of this rubbish. People, India have a man we are playing now named Jadeja with 300 odd test wickets. A man would retire with the name Ravichandran Ashwin must have 400 odd test wickets. Between them two man there are 600 odd test wickets they have. Whenever them say spin, them two man they are going to play. When I tell me about pace. Explain to me,
India Jadeja was at one point the best.
India was 1 point the best team in the world when Ashwin and Jadeja play. You can't beat them down in India. See? When Australia goes to the subcontinent and spin, them not play 3-piece. One what up? England, when England go down to the subcontinent, them not play 3-piece neither. Uno Bramble, the best teams are the most flexible teams. This thing are just one way you bowl. And when Clive Lloyd them did play that cricket change, one of it changed too. Oh.
Yeah, they're making the pitches far different now than they were before.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT, drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels 2 promotion, April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstone, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst. Choose Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart, best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by EdgeChem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Manchester United want to host the 2035 Women's World Cup final in their new 100-seater stadium. The club announced plans to build the biggest stadium in the UK, an iconic new £2 billion ground close to Old Trafford, in March, and they still hope to realize co-owner Sam Jim Ratcliffe's desire for the new Old Trafford to be completed within 4 or 5 years. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by EdgeChem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal! Fosrich Financing.
Praise the Lord and God bless you. This is Archbishop Wayne Jonathan Manning I from Omega Radio. We'd like to inform the listening audience that effective immediately, KLAS Radio is officially Omega Radio now. You are listening to Omega Radio. Tell everybody, the station where Jesus Christ is the star. God on Sports. Sensible. 89 FM Jamaica. Tell a friend, call a friend, tell everybody.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Hey, you're not gonna learn this. People, CC would just call for talk and run off him out and show how ignorant him is. I come tell him how India dominate with pace. So here are some facts, Bramble CC. Ravichandran Ashwin took 537 wickets in Test cricket. He just retired one year. Ravindra Jadeja gone 325 wickets. Somebody do that maths there for me. 537 plus 325. How much that? 37 and 25, how much? 72? Yeah. That is 872 wickets between Ashwin and Jadeja. 800 odd wickets them two spinners take. And the two of them, well, one just don't play last year and one still a play. That should tell anybody with an intelligent mind that for much of the last 10 years, India's success was due to these two bowlers. What me say? One take 537 wickets, the other one gone 325. To suggest that a pace India use and reach where them reach in a cricket is idiotic and stupid. You cannot discount 800 and add test wickets in the rise to India's success. Before that, them have a man named Anil Kumble, but let's say you don't go back that far. Before that, them have a next man named Harbhajan Singh. Spinners have played them part. Okay? The next test I come, they might pull out a brother named Yuldeep Yadav. If them just think up a lads are going to spin, which probably they won't. And they may just play Jadeja. But make India turn up on a venue, people. And when them look on it, they look like this are going to turn square. A two spinner them have. Make Australia see that. Make Australia turn up at a venue. And it look like this are going to spin. And say if them are running with no 3 fast bowler and 1 medium fast. What happen? No, if them, and it's not sometimes it's a country thing. Because when we go down to Zimbabwe, for example, and Moti take 13 wickets, we didn't think that the pitch would spin that much. So we did still pick the pace of them. But Moti outbowled them. So I'm saying, what you need as a cricketing team, as India have proved, as Australia have proved, South Africa, who just win the Test Championship over there, a left-arm spinner named Maharaja go play now. And if them think they have rank spinning conditions, they probably add another spinner as well. That's all I've been saying. Pick conditions. We don't have that kind of quality. Alzari them and Roach them and Gabriel them and them kind of man that with that bowl for we. Don't have the quality to step into spin-friendly conditions and dominate. They don't have that. But our spinners shows today can. One what else now? You know I get lick left, right, and center. I mean, love them something. Next card. What do you know? Hello.
Big up, Orville.
Yeah, man. No come, man.
Bless you. Nah, man. I crusher this one.
Oh, crusher.
Zidane, big up.
Yes, crusher.
Why the level of the show today really low.
It is.
It's low. Yeah, man, it's low today. I cannot believe so many people are called. Tell them to stop that cricket. Make people who know cricket talk cricket.
Oh, God, man.
Make me say this for the people, because the person who called prior to me. When Australia was number one, it was 30 years. It was between Shane Warne and McGrath that were the number one bowler.
Yes.
Even when Lara make 153 down Barbados, Stuart McGill and Shane Warne played.
Thank you very much.
They had two spinners. When England became number one in the world, in England, and this was their best bowler, every time them leave England, it was Graham Swan.
Good, sir.
When India became number one in the world, it was Ashwin. That was their number one bowler. Bumrah came along after. Bumrah knew to what Ashwin has been doing.
Good, sir.
They had Jadeja as well. Zin, there has never been a dominant team. Right now, Australia don't leave Lion. Lion are them kingpin.
Good, sir.
And Lion bowl one end forever. Them rotate them pace from the other end.
And that is in pace-friendly conditions. If it's spin-friendly conditions, them go and drop one of them pace here.
Any time, let them go India and see if Zampana travel with them.
Exactly.
There will never ever be a condition where Australia don't play a spinner. They're going to play their spinner. Shane Warne must play. What kind of nonsense them on our company radio? The program today, boy, over a decade now, I enjoy the program, and boy, I enjoy it today. Too much nonsense talk to them, man.
Yeah, man.
Too much nonsense talk today.
We must go back to playing 4 fast bowler. No matter where, like we're going to have Marshall and Ghana.
Listen, West Indies did something that the world wasn't doing at the time when them picked 4 fast bowlers. We had 4 quality. So if you have 4 quality, you pick them and a man, 4 man a bowl close to 90 or 90. Of course, you're going to be a force for reckon with.
Yes, sir.
But that was between 1980 to 1995. After 1995, which Australia became number 1 for how long? Very long time period.
Yeah.
Australia became number 1.
But I want to tell you something, Crusher. I want to tell you something. You see, even Clive Lloyd decided after we got beaten 75-76 by Thompson and Lilly, said, brother, me need to pick some strong, fast man as well. After a while, we were drawing some test matches, you know. So we were winning, we weren't losing. But on flat decks, we were drawing. You know what Clive Lloyd do? In draft your man, Roger Harper.
Exactly.
Roger Harper played a lot of test matches in the 80s in my boss, while the 4-prong there, you know.
Because 4-prong can't bowl all day.
So Clive Lloyd realized that as good as my 4-prong was, there are conditions, not that he must go and lose the game, them, you know, but that it gave his team a better chance to have a spin bowling option, which is why Roger Harper played quite a few games in the 80s, even though Clive Lloyd was a pace bowling man. He had the best fast bowling lineup in the world, and yet him draw for a spinner because him said there will be conditions where me are going to need him. I want him to help me win, not draw the game.
If those guys cricket, if the new cricket, they would have understood that fast bowlers, after 30 overs, you give your fast bowlers a spell in the morning, you probably give them a spell close to lunch. The game continue. You not dominate the game on 30, 35 to 40 overs bowl. How much hold up you think your fast bowlers are going to hold up, Sir Virgin?
No. Me not say you don't have them in my boss. But those who are arguing against spinners and I tell bag a lie and thing. If it go ahead.
Yeah. No, you need to have fast bowlers, quality fast bowling, but you must have a spinner. If you don't have a good spinner in your team, West Indies right now, even though they did well, they got 20 wickets in the first 2 tests. I genuinely believe, can you notice how many wickets did Lion got in the second test? Lion got some wickets, I think he got 7.
I don't remember how much him get, but I think him get so much.
I think he got 7. Well, don't quote me on it, but if he not get 7, him get 6.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, my boss. You know how many test matches Roger Harper played?
Check it.
25 test matches.
And them time they not play.
You know when Roger Harper make him debut? 1983. Right in the heyday of fast bowling. Roger Harper stopped in 1993. So Roger Harper played 10 years when our pace bowling was at its most dominant.
And you see the point that you're trying to get across. I think
but we still had him.
If spinners are dominated, you have to give them a try.
Simple.
At least a try.
So when people tell me that we're producing more great fast bowlers than spinners over the last 15 years, of course it's not going to look like that if I just fast bowlers here play.
Yeah,
Which fast bowler in the region is more impressive than Nikita Miller in the region? You tell me. Seals, Roach, you tell me which one of them deserve.
I'm going to give you a stat to go and check out it.
Sure.
Nikita Miller is probably top 5 of all time in economy rate.
All right.
As a bowler who play first class.
No.
Don't. If you check it, in probably the top 3 as well.
No,
played only 1 test.
What I can tell you is that no bowler in the history of the world has taken 500 and odd wickets at 16 apiece in first class cricket and play 1 test match.
And play 1 test.
Nowhere else since Eve picked the Applegate Adam that happened.
And we're not saying this because we are Jamaican, because it is unheard of. No.
And then man tell me we must just ram the side a piece.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
And let me say this. Earlier the morning I said, there's a thing you may hear. Say fast bowling win your games, or bowling win your games. Yeah, but
simple.
All around cricket win your games.
Simple.
West Indies improving. Don't get me wrong. I actually like that West Indies team right now. I'll be honest with you now. Me like that team, yeah.
Me not like
More than
enough.
all of the prior teams.
Them need to make some runs, my boss.
Yeah, man, they need to make some runs. But I believe if we had chosen this set of players, I may agree with you, Must if be in the squad.
Suppose one of the pitch they just so happen to be a raging turner. We don't know.
Yeah, and I believe Brathwaite shouldn't even be in the team from the moment him lose captaincy because him could have met the team.
Crusher, them pick a youth named Johan Lane. That youth not going to play none of games. But them pick him. One young youth. That youth not going to play, you know. But me, I said, just in case one of the pitch, or maybe Sammy, I tell the groundsman, them say, yo, just give me 3 fast pitch for the 3 games.
That's him, man.
Yeah, because me hear him say he got close to the wicket when than at the first.
Yeah. So. Grass, no, man, them are grass.
So them are grass up the wicket there. Fine.
Them are do that.
So me get that, you know. That's why them all drop Warwick. You don't know how you make the man vice captain if you know you're not pick conditions to suit it.
You know make that sense.
You get me? So him should never be no vice captain. Because with full mentality, him now go get the chance to have 2 ordinary games back to back. Never going to happen. So we don't know what we are reasons some about. But we identity. We even now we are pick Rajapa for more.
All right, Crusher.
Little more here.
Big up yourself. Leave it here. We take another break. Final break. We're coming back.
Are you ready for something mega? Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you can win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels 2 promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstrom, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst. Choose Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart. Best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Rating Gaming and Lotteries Act.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No one has it, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services including motor, property, liability, accident, life and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5 or shop number 3 James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
Praise the Lord and God bless you. This is Archbishop Wayne Jonathan Manning I from Omega Radio. We would like to inform the listening audience that effective immediately, KLAS Radio is officially Omega Radio now. You are listening to Omega Radio. Tell everybody, the station where Jesus Christ is the star. God on Sports. Sensible. 89 FM Jamaica. Tell a friend, call a friend, tell everybody.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, man. To the people who say them a try call and can't get through, but I can't.
Yeah, the lines are quite full today.
The lines impact. All right, we go back on. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Watching the program, Liam, brother.
The man, them just sound so ordinary, man.
And I'm not talking about that. Francis, he coming up on the program 37 minutes and 53 seconds.
Worst I could never had a
joke business, that, brother.
Sorry about that.
A big joke. 2 caller can't spend 37 minutes on the phone, brother.
All
Make
right.
sure screenshot it and tell you and show you, so you don't have to lie me and tell me. Screenshot it and show you how long me on the phone.
Yeah. All right. You're there.
Joke thing, that Zidane. A joke thing, brother. Patches, me hear Sammy say I want nice because I'm announcement to make a sub in the park. How about that?
Sammy said that. Me no know.
But you know, for that thing,
Me never, no, me remember me on the radio. When him said that?
From, you know, listen sports news last night.
No.
The figure I know about, me not talk too early.
Him say him have an announcement to make?
Yes.
Him have the announcement to make?
Yeah, him have something for announce in Jamaica. So me no know who get boss arawa. Me not talk too early.
You don't know what?
So how you know you don't use it?
No, me never hear. Me know. Why you think it is?
It's all right. Me not talk on the radio.
All right, me final.
I hear what go on. Hear me ask. If a man, Zidane, if a man passionate about something, is he not going to ensure that he not get destroyed?
Yes.
All right. Orville no come. You run everybody know. What is Badger's statement? Weston is passionate about fast bowling?
Him say we're more passionate about fast bowling than spin bowling.
So what wrong with that statement then?
Because the evidence doesn't suggest that. Not
Orville,
to the youth them now.
You give everybody else a chance. Give me a chance. Because you say a cricket guru.
Yeah.
2 years ago, Jamaica used Alex Hines and bowl on the whole of the Caribbean in under 19 and win the tournament.
Yes.
The next year, when TC go back at the trials, you know what them do? They change that rule to protect fast bowling. If you love something and you're passionate about it, you are going to protect it.
Hold on, no.
So me agree with Badger.
Hold on, no. What was the rule?
The rule was that there was no rule.
No, what you said, them changed the rule.
Any amount of money want me bowling and bowl. Now this year, you have to bowl 10 overs of pace of the ball. They are protecting their legacy.
Then hold on, QC, or your brand so. If they are saying Uno must bowl 10 overs of pace, what do you think the match right say?
What do you mean?
Then Zidane, you understand that?
Zidane,
it means too much.
If you love something, you are going to protect it.
If they must say to you, say Uno must bowl pace.
They're thinking that too many spin bowling is
and
happening.
I think we are give points for wickets where pace has take. What did I try to tell you, brother?
So points not go to the spinners. Points not go to the leg spinners.
I think leg spinners
Everybody get points in cricket. Batting points, bowling points.
Half spinners don't get the points. Half spinners don't get the points. So then give extra points to pace bowlers and leg
spinner.
And usually, I think it was pace before, but them don't think we are producing enough legging either. So them say leg spinners and pace bowlers, we are giving no extra points. Because I'm on the stern over him arm, because you know half break are the more natural ball.
You're missing the point, man.
The point is we have to encourage fast bowlers and leg spinners, my boy.
No, it's not encouraging. They are protecting their legacy. Stop telling me.
You are protect.
You're not encouraging nothing, brother.
Then if you give me extra points for fast bowling, you encourage me for more fast bowler.
When we know about the rules, I mean, know why it changed and sit on that area, I must agree.
Why did they change to say that fast bowlers will get more points?
Me not regular disagree with you, but you're bramble today.
What me bramble with?
Listen, give me a chance. Zidane, I want you to hear me out. West Indies have a legacy in the 70s with Clive like them. And that era can't come back. They are protecting it. Too much spinner ball. So because them no one.
Why too much spinner ball?
They are protecting them legacy. I passion them up for this.
No. Hold on. You said too much spinner ball. Why?
What do you mean why?
Hug up that.
You
just lost the argument by saying we have to protect pace because too much spinner ball. You know, say you lose the argument right there, so.
Listen to me, I said, if you have a car and you don't love it, and you're not passionate about that car there, anybody can drive it.
But the Western is more passionate, but the youth them passionate about spin. That's why you adapt them a bowl.
You're missing the point. The man never talk about youth. We are talking about West Indies.
No. The old man, them we are run the cricket passionate about pace, but the little boy, them we are play. I spin them one bowl.
Me not agree with you, because you talk rubbish today.
God, then you just said that, you know. You just said too much spinner bowl. So we have to ensure.
But you missed the point of the man said. The man said West Indies passionate about spin. That's why the rules are taper down the spin of them.
No, the rules not taper down spinners, my boss.
What do you mean? If spin can't hold me bowling. If spin can't hold me bowling, taper them the rules.
Then if you are telling me say you can't open the bowling with spin, you don't have to open it with pace. What did I try to tell you? What a man, bro. QC. If every team come in a regional cricket and just open me bowling with spin. And the man him said, no, sir, this can't work. We don't have to open the bowling with pace. What does that tell you?
You Orville, you don't destroy something that you're passionate about. Them could have made 5 spinner ball and a rule. If they never passionate about it, they could have made 5 spinner ball for the whole match.
What do you then we are playing more passionate
about it?
What do you then we are playing more passionate about?
West Indies we are talking about. That's the real argument.
Then the West Indies the youth them are playing now.
Who made the rule? And I you that made the rule.
Oh, so the rule makers are all right. Here what me gonna work with you now. The rule makers are more passionate about pace. The youth them who are play more passionate about speed.
That you must separate that.
Well, then
Western is passionate about pace. And I derail badge your argument like me sit down here and read the rules and regulations for under 19. Me not eat Arville and me must not eat that you talk to you know. Me must not that you talk to. It just don't take up 180 back for Australia a while ago. So me know about cricket.
The youth them who are play.
And look man where
more passionate about spin. The 60-year-old man them more passionate about pace. Which is the true passion, my boss?
They look left arm pace. They look left arm
spin. The worst sound for that program. What determine passion is not what the youth them we are play and do, you know. Our family and for your generation I do.
Yeah, Orville talk about wicket and something. Me just don't talk to the man them. This man that wouldn't the left arm spinner where Australia carry come out here will never get a game as Nathan Lyon play.
No, because they not think Sabine I go spin like that.
When last thing get a game?
When them go up on the subcontinent, when them things spin, I go play, I go use.
Why am I caring for them?
Because just in case when them turn up one man, them say a dust bowl from the QC. We don't know. Them play, hey, Magilla and Shane one. Hold on, man. Magilla and Shane one play together in the Caribbean.
Them two man don't play 25 tests.
Man, them play in the Caribbean, though.
Man, they don't play. The man talks to either can't talk to you about cricket, you know.
Who don't play 25 tests?
Sit down here right and watch the pitch for West Indies. It's not talk to you, know.
Hold on.
Watch the pitch when them test.
Hold on, man. But did Magilla and Shane one play test together?
They don't play 25 tests.
How much them play 20?
No, they don't play 20.
How much them play?
They play
15?
Me see it already.
About 15?
Shane one play far more by himself.
No. May I ask you, did Magilla and Shane one play about 15 or 18 tests together?
I think about 13.
About 13. You know what I tell you? Let's work with your 13 number. Although I think it's probably a little bit more than that. You know what I tell you about Australia? When them turn up on a pitch with them thing, I go spin. One of the pace gone. Magilla one.
A joke, man.
Then you just tell me they play 13 together, brother. I didn't say a joke.
4 minutes have to play, and ears would have to play. And then the 3 man, the plus who else?
So why did they play McGill and Warren together for, let you say 30?
We have
one more QC.
QC we got.
We have one more.
I've been a problem, man. West is passionate about pace. Stop telling man them rubbish. That's why them protect the pace ball of them.
The man said too much spinner ball. So we have to ensure it's a PS ball. A PS we passionate about.
You have to protect your legacy.
Hey, me and you later tomorrow. Me love it when you make them statement. Me and you passionate about PS, my boss. Feel with generation. The youth them we play, a spin they want ball. That's why we have to force the team them to pick PS. And that you know even get say you kill your one argument. One last one. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
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 Yeah.
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 Orville.
Yeah.
Oh, man, your feedback, man. Yeah. Yeah, the brethren on name CC. The brethren on name CC. I Fergie, man. The brethren on name CC. You know you should allow him to talk because to me he was onto something. You know?
The man will say India got to the top by pace when Ravindra Jadeja and Ashwin take almost 900 wickets.
No, the point where I'm just trying to make, when me think he was trying to make, right? He was saying that when we were on top of the world in a cricket, right? Regional cricket, pace was more dominant as opposed to spin bowling. So he's saying that
more dominant where?
In a regional cricket.
No, me don't know that, you know. That's why I say we don't know that. Spinners used to dominate and take a whole of wicket too, you know. No, but you said that, you know, Orville. You said that back in the days, in the 80s and late 70s, right? You would, when you go to Barbados, you would have Big Bird and Malcolm Marshall. Yeah, because them they will remember. Hold on. Remember us.
Right?
Make we work with the Jamaica team what we know. You see, in the 80s, my boss, while you have Michael Holding and Patrick Patterson, you have a little man here, Robert Higgins. Yes, but you have Robert Higgins and you have Johnny Perry and you have Marlon Tucker. You understand what I say to you?
Okay.
But guess what? Walsh and Pato go play test cricket and Marlon Tucker and Johnny Perry them not play much. But them never know less important for liquid team in the region.
But Pace was still more dominant. So he's
more dominant where? No man, more if you talk about when Western is a big teams, maybe. But me I say in regional cricket now.
No man. Then look on it, no man. If you go look at it, if you go Leeward Island, right?
Yeah.
Leeward Island, you would have back in the day you have Andy Roberts them and thing. I don't know if Ambrose play with it.
No, but guess what you're not do? Guess what you're not do? You know the reason why you're not gonna remember the spinners who used to dominate in at them time there? Because they never went on to play.
I'm not saying that spinners weren't around and weren't.
The spinners them used to do very well. What do you?
Well, no man.
Nehemiah Perry and Robert Haynes were just as important for Jamaica as Walsh and Potter.
But the pace bowlers were more dominant.
Me no know that. That me I try to tell you me no know. They were more named.
Every time people.
Because West Indies picked them.
So what on Orville from 1980 to 1995.
Yeah.
Who took most wickets? Who took most wickets in regional cricket?
That is what
bowlers are pace bowlers.
That is what me not sure.
So I can work with that, but that's what I say. You should give CC a chance.
You said that now? That is an interesting question. Who took more wickets in regional cricket between 1980 and 1995? And I will submit to you, my boss, that the gap not as wide as you that. Trust me.
All right, Fergie.
But we leave it.
Big up yourself. Thanks for the call. All right, that is it. Big up to all the callers. Big up to all the listeners. Long time I don't hear from Fergie. Big up to Mr. Hoyt. Big up to Miss Marion. And join us tomorrow. Same place, same time. We did all over again. Until then, have yourselves a great day.